Sweat the way you move your body. Girl, you can work your follies. So I be there in 20. Let's have a
And all right. Okay. So hopefully the audio is good now. I just fixed it. I hope the audio is good. Last time the audio was very, very crackly, so I'm sorry if it was crackly. We got a new mixer, and literally I was using the mixer for like 3 weeks, and then the end of the season happened. And because the end of the season happened, I literally still don't know how to use this mixer because I had to do some completely different stuff. But anyways, we're here, we're live, we're back. We are currently on the channel. If you're watching us right now, it's MLG Highlights. We're about to talk about the NBA. Hopefully it's not super choppy. Y'all can feel free to hold on 1 second. I hope this thing is not private. Yes, it's private. That's hilarious. I can't catch a break with this, but it's public now. So we're here, so we're live now. But anyways, man, we're finally back. The audio should be good. If the audio is bad, then I'm sorry. We're going to have to just figure this out another time. Not even another time, but we just going to stop streaming it, and then we just going to record it, and that's just kind of going to be what it is. But anyways, man, we're here. We are live. We're back. It's your boy, TPJ, here with the homie Pavy. We're about to get into it, talk some NBA action, talk about the schedule, everything that's going on right now. I mean, obviously, if you're not aware, the NBA has unveiled the schedule. We were talking about the Lakers on our last stream, but things got the audio got a little messed up. So Pavy was talking about the Lakers, and you said that you feel KCP should start.
Yeah, it should start KCP.
Yeah.
I never thought KCP was bad. I think he's solid for what he did. But when he's on, and when he's forwards, those guys are a little bit too big for him. But when he's playing against guards, I think he's a solid defender. I think KCP should start. I think Caruso. I like Caruso, but somewhere in whatever Caruso's doing this season with the dunks and the things, that it's shocking that he does, because he looks like somebody who shouldn't be able to jump. Yeah. Then he go out there and catch a body.
He looks like he was in White Man Can't Jump.
Literally, and then he go out there and catch a body. I think that he's become like
start.
No. Dion Waiters.
Watching Dion Waiters play
this year, but no, Dion Waiters should not start. Contavious Caldwell.
He had
Pope.
one shining moment this year.
Yeah, it was the game that they played against the Clippers.
No,
Clippers game. Clippers game. Moment.
All right.
No, Contavious Caldwell Pope should start. Contavious Caldwell Pope, who is a good basketball player, should start. The thing about Caruso is it's cool. I know his net rating with Bron is I think the highest on the team, but also the question I have to ask is, when are those minutes coming?
God, they said it's cracking up still. This is making me mad.
We may as well just record and put it up.
All right, well, I guess we're going to have to stop streaming it. I'm sorry, y'all. We tried. I tried, but go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I know for the Clippers, on the Knuckleheads podcast, PG said his shoulders have he just stopped doing therapy on his shoulders. It's interesting because in the middle of the season, didn't he say he felt no pain in his shoulders?
Yeah.
In November.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We should be good now. Didn't
he say he felt? Didn't he say he felt no pain in his shoulders in November or December?
Yeah, I feel like he was saying. Yeah, he did say that.
So I don't know. Therapy and pain are two different concepts. I think, but I don't know how much therapy you go through on something if you're not in pain.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Fix the audio, yo. I fixed it. It shouldn't be crackly, none of that no more. I fixed it. So hopefully it sounds good in y'all ears. Let me know how y'all liking it. Sorry about that. Literally, sorry about that. Like I said, before coronavirus happened, we literally had bought a bunch of new equipment. We recorded with it for like what, 2-3 episodes,
Right,
and then coronavirus happened, so we kind of stopped recording. But all right, now go ahead. I'm present now. I'm present. I couldn't even go. I'm present. Go ahead.
No, I think just for the Clippers, it'll be interesting. I think that they were a team that was really beat up. I mean, you got pretty much 3 months off at this point.
Yeah.
They can finally actually have their roster healthy. I don't think they was healthy. I think it was huge for Kawhi actually. I don't know if Kawhi's gotten this much time. When was the last time Kawhi got this much time off?
It's been a long time.
At least like 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, probably long. Probably.
No,
because you got to think.
Yeah, since he was out.
No, because you got to think he was rehabbing in. So it's like, yeah, you were like not playing, but you were hurt. Like when's the last time Kawhi was healthy going into when he wasn't playing? Yeah. Even like the first time you were coming out the sprained ankle and then like the quad thing popped up. So it's like, when was the last time Kawhi was literally took a healthy break and just got to rest or rehab or whatever? Well, no, not rehab, rest and work on your body and work on your game. I'm sure Kawhi was somewhere not leaving the house, working on his game, adding something new to his game, strengthening certain parts of his body. I'm sure he was somewhere.
I mean, and even just, you remember the interview that he had with Rachel Nichols after the finals, where he was basically just saying, "Oh man, I get the rest now." Like he limped into there.
Yeah.
And I've seen him this year, and he walks with a limp, but I don't think that he walks with a limp because he's hurt. I think he walks with a limp because that's just kind of how he walks. Like Kawhi, when you see Kawhi in person, and there's no disrespect to Kawhi, like Giannis looks like a horse to me in person. Like he looks like the equivalent of a horse. Kawhi looks like the equivalent of like a giant bat. Like
I don't even know how you came up with these things, but I'm gonna let you rock.
No, for real. Like if you see Kawhi in person, like his shoulders, he's very tall, very lanky. His arms are very, very long. His shoulders aren't like, you know how our shoulders are smooth. His arm, he's got like huge, like you can see his shoulder bones and stuff like that on the top of it. Like he looks like, when I see him in person, he looks like a bat to me, and Giannis looks like a horse to me. Like when I saw Giannis, I was like, yo, this dude looks like a fucking horse, and not in a bad way, but like he was just like one of them like blard, like, but I mean it in a complimentary way. Like
I know, I'm just like letting you rock with the animal descriptions. It's just funny.
For real. Like if you saw them in person up close, you would understand what I mean.
Kawhi has.
He just has very bat-like features.
Kawhi has very long arms. He's strong. Like you can see why LeBron would have an issue with him. Like Kawhi and somebody he can just push around. Mm-hmm. Like, and also his hands are huge. Obviously, Kawhi put his hands on you. You're not really going nowhere as well. Kawhi is strong. He looks strong. Shoulders are built out. Like you said, long arms. PG is actually the taller one, which is the thing that I didn't know until I started covering the team, which is also remember when Larry Bird said he wanted PG to play the 4 and then he said no, I was like, all right, bro. Yeah. G, you tall as hell.
He definitely should be playing the 4.
You tall as hell, G. You dead ass 6'9". Might be 6'10" on a great day.
He's 6'9". Cause he don't look taller than Mook.
Who?
Than Marcus Morris.
I think he's taller than Marcus Morris, bro. Because I don't think Marcus Morris is 6'9".
I mean, yeah, but I mean, he don't look in person to me. He don't physically. It don't feel like he looked that tall to me.
Nah, he's 6'9".
No, like I know PG is tall, but I'm saying he don't look that tall to me in person.
He looked tall to me. The first thing when I saw PG that like struck me and took me by surprise was his height. Because I was like, then the second thing that came to mind was like, yo, you really told Larry Bird no when he said you should play the 4. You probably should, bro, especially in today's era.
Not if that's what you don't want to play.
I mean, that's what you don't want to play, fair, but I think that it would serve him better some games.
No, it wouldn't.
It would.
How?
If he started...
He going to wind up being the 4 in a lot of lineups anyway.
Exactly. I think that's what he probably should be playing most of the time.
Yeah, but he probably knew from his body that he couldn't deal with that physical.
Yes, but same time,
like he's playing shooting guard right now.
Yes, but same time, historically the guards are the one who break down quicker because you're doing most of the running. The fours and fives play a long time in the league. you rarely ever see too many guards playing 20 years, and if they do, they get serious injuries.
Yeah.
Fours and fives are actually the guys, like those are the ones usually have no serious injuries. They can usually end up playing 15, 16 years. The guards be the ones with the torn, whatever, the ace, because you up and down, and you also starting your offense from so far out. You put a lot of stress on your lower, on your lower extremities.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I'm looking at the Clippers coming in. I think what we saw, and this is my only problem with the NBA putting that game first, is that they don't really get a chance to rev back up. So because the game is going to be sloppy, you're not going to know anything about these teams.
I mean, yeah, but you know why they put the game first, bro.
I understand it.
We're back.
I would have much rather them have
back.
I would have much rather them put Lakers Rockets.
No, there is no better we're back than Lakers Clippers. Everybody is not breaking. I will break down the walls to watch Lakers Rockets, but everybody is not breaking down the wall to watch Lakers Rockets. People are breaking down the walls to watch Lakers Clippers. Zion and here go Rudy, the man who, I hate to say it, but collapsed the NBA.
No, like I said, if they call Rudy Gobert a hero, or say he was courageous, I'm going to be extremely upset. He was stupid.
I would say he was stupid.
He was stupid. That was stupid.
Now look.
That was dumb. When I was a kid, me and my cousins, we used to do this thing. It's called like being dumb. When you did something stupid, they would slap you on the back of your head and be like, being dumb. That was being dumb.
Now look. Don't take me at my word. Being dumb. Because again, I don't know, but I've heard a theory that he didn't get it touching the microphones. He got it because he invited some friends over from France, and they came over and he got infected by one of his friends.
Yeah, but does that matter?
I mean, that's not stupid.
His attitude about it was still but even with that,
he had a very lackadaisical
attitude. But even him touching the mics, if he had it, he could have gave it to other people.
He had a very lackadaisical attitude about it.
No, if he had it, he could have given it to other people.
Yes, I'm saying he.
So no, I don't want to hear that he's not a hero in my book. I'm sorry, he's not a hero. He's a buffoon, and I don't think that he should be suspended or anything. But he's a buffoon. And
buffoon is harsh.
He is
buffoon is a harsh.
He's a buffoon. He's a buffoon.
That
was buffoonery.
I would say so.
This virus has killed 100,000 plus people.
I'm not gonna say it was a buffoon.
No, this virus has killed 100,000 plus people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was a buffoon.
And to patron, no. Yes, he's a buffoon.
I'm not gonna say buffoon.
He is a buffoon. He's a buffoon.
Buffoon is deep.
He's a buffoon. He's a buffoon.
Buffoon is a
He's a buffoon because you want to know why he's a buffoon? Because they said that he was doing it in the locker room too. So it wasn't just him making one joke and being like, ha, kid play with the reporters. He has this cavalier, whatever kind of thing in the locker room. It was reported that he was making jokes about it in the locker room. So no, that's buffoonery. That's stupid.
I will say that it was not the smartest thing.
What is the definition of a buffoon?
I will say that it was not the smartest thing.
Buffoon means a ridiculous but amusing person, a clown.
Exactly, a buffoon. Rudy was a buffoon, G.
I would say that that's the name of this episode, by the way.
What?
Rudy was a buffoon.
He was.
I'm going to say that was not the...
Put a clown face on that man, for real. He was tweaking.
I'm going to say that was not the smartest thing for Rudy Gobert to do in this situation, obviously. And the irony that he have that lackadaisical attitude and he's the one who gets it.
I don't think that's irony. I think that's
some irony.
Look. I think like when people say like I didn't know there was a God. I didn't know it was a God, and then Rudy got the Rona, cause we was all like laughing, like ha 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 ha, like what if he get the coronavirus cause he being stupid, and then literally like 48 hours later. They wiping down the benches and saying he had coronavirus.
Nah, it was like
that was some
6 hours later.
It was very very buffoonish. But talking about the Jazz, what do you think the Jazz's chances are to make it to the second round? I think that
they can make the second round. It depends.
With no Bogdanovich?
Yes.
That's basically the team that they had last year.
Yes,
then.
But Ed Davis will be back. I think that gives them another body.
Conley too.
Yeah, hopefully Conley has remember how to play basketball.
Yeah.
He'll be back. You still have Ingles. I think Ingles was hurt like a little bit.
Yeah.
Here. I think it just depends on what the chemistry is like. Do they want to be around Rudy?
Yeah.
Like, do they? I mean, like Donovan and Rudy, are they gonna be
Donovan
okay?
don't want to be around Rudy.
Like, then that's an issue.
We got
issues. Two-star players that don't want to be around each other, and also ain't no going home. Ain't like you can leave and go home and not be around somebody.
Yeah.
You got to be around these people. So either they gonna talk it out, or they're gonna implode very quickly, and it's gonna be something that we not gonna like to see. And by October, somebody not gonna be there. Either Donovan.
And yes,
or Rudy,
we are
somebody not
live.
gonna be
If
there.
you're watching us right now, I saw somebody just put in the chat room. Yes, we are live. So if you got questions or whatever, go ahead, drop them in the chat box. And if your questions are good enough, we will answer them. We are live. Go tell a friend. We are live. So we are live. So go ahead, Pavy.
Yeah, somebody not gonna be there if they don't handle this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one kind of blessing of it all is that, again, like I said, you can't go home. So it's like you kind of have to talk about things. You got to be around your team. So you have to, address the issues. Maybe they can come to each other as men. I mean, I don't know if they've done it already, but maybe they can come to each other as men, have a conversation. Rudy expresses that, I'm sorry about it, because not only Donovan's health, he put his. I think did he say his dad got tested too?
Yeah.
So he put his dad's health at risk, which is even deeper than you put my family's health at risk as well. And who knows who else Donovan was around during that time period? We don't know. So I mean, yeah. So either they can talk it out and, hey, you know what, dap it up, move past this, or somebody not gonna be there come next season, and Rudy gonna be in some different jersey, because they definitely gonna pick Donovan over Rudy. I personally think they should pick Rudy over Donovan, but that ain't gonna happen because defense don't put nobody in seats.
Yeah, I think with the Jazz, a team like the Clippers, I don't think they want to play the Jazz, because the Jazz played them, and I think I went to one of them games.
The reason why
the Jazz played them very tough, and I saw that Martin Black, he commented in the chat box. He said the Clippers got no paint protection. I don't disagree. I don't. But I think that they can force any other team in the NBA to have to go small.
The issue with Bogdanovich being hurt against the Clippers is I think Bogdanovich is the best defender the Jazz have against Kawhi.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was at the game, Royce O'Neal is too small.
Yeah.
So it's like Kawhi can pretty much have his way with Royce O'Neal. He's just too small to guard him. He can put him in the post, or he can just shoot over him. Yeah. Bogdanovich, because Kawhi isn't getting like 30 inches of lift on his jump shot, when Kawhi elevates, Bogdanovich is in his airspace. So Bogdanovich to me is the best defender on Kawhi. The issue with the Clippers is the Clippers, for some reason this year, well, not for some reason, I know why, have had an issue guarding guards. Donovan Mitchell.
We know the issue why.
Shake Milton created a mixtape.
We know why. That's because as all the Lakers fans have been pointing out on Lakers Twitter, that Lou Will is a problem defensively for them.
It's a couple things.
And I think it said like KCP scored like. He was scoring like crazy when Lou Will was guarding him in the game. But also at the same tune, I've spoken personally to Doc after the game, and I've asked him about Lou Will. And you've asked him, so much to the point where he's like, why you keep asking me about Lou Will? Because every night they going after Lou Will. So it really depends. But also the problem was that they didn't have a backup insurance policy on offense if Lou Will started to be bad on defense. Now you have one, Reggie Jackson. I genuinely think that even if you just need somebody to just come in and just run an offensive set, you know what I mean? Because Pat Bev can run an offensive set, but he's not a scoring threat, so you can sag off of him a little bit. With Reggie, you're not really gonna sag off of him because he can score. If it's one thing about Reggie Jackson, he's always been able to score and make plays. It's just everything else when it comes to putting the full game together, he's never been able to do. He was a guy at one point in time was trying to say he was worth a max, right?
He got a max.
He got a max? Okay. Well, then he got a max. Which is wild, but I think
the issue is that they have great defenders, but they don't really have the Clippers, I'm saying. Yeah. They don't really have great guard defenders.
Yeah. We'll talk Rockets next. Go ahead.
I think PG and Kawhi and all those guys are great against forwards. Yeah. I don't know how great they are against quick, fast guards who are smaller, who are smaller than them, can get from side to side quicker than them. And Pat Bev, I think Pat Bev's a great defender, but Pat Bev will sometimes take himself out the game by just being too aggressive. Sometimes.
But that's his job, though.
I understand that, but not when it hinders the team.
Yeah, but it hindered the team before because he was the only option.
Yes, and now
we literally spent the whole press season and in the back of Staples in the media room talking about if the Clippers needed a point guard or not. Remember Cam? Shout out to the homie Cam Buford. Make sure you go follow him. What's good in sports? He was talking to us specifically to Doc Rivers. He would ask him all the time, "Do you think you guys need a point guard now?" Does not having a point guard, like Cam made it a point all season long to ask him about a point guard, and we all talked about it pregame. And now they have a backup point guard. So now if you Pat Bev, you want to go growl in LeBron ear, or you want to be like Lance Stevenson
I agree now.
in LeBron ear, cool.
Unless
cool.
you Yes, unless you get the team in the penalty and get them in foul trouble early. In
I don't think he's gonna get them in the penalty though.
It's been
He's
a couple
not.
games.
Nah, I think a lot of no. We're not gonna disrespect Pat Bev and act like Pat Bev is the reason why they've been in the penalty.
No, I'm not
the reason
saying
why
that.
they be in the penalty is because other players like Patrick Patterson be on the floor racking up fouls, and Ivica Zubac, who I was literally talking to. I was on somebody else's podcast. Who was I talking to them? I was on somebody else's podcast, and I was talking to them about Ivica Zubac. And basically, Ivica Zubac this year already has as many fouls as he had last year.
Because he playing more minutes.
Not really.
He ain't playing more minutes than he was last year?
Not really.
You sure about that?
Not really.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Not really. Not really. And he played less games last year. He played less games, and he's already got more fouls, and he still had 20-some games left to go.
I feel like he got more responsibility than what he had last year. Which is probably some of the reason as to why. I think he's being asked to do a little bit more. And that's kind of why he's picking up some of them fouls.
I don't think he's asked to be doing a little bit. I think he can do a better job of not fouling. Oh, who was I talking to? I was talking to Locked On Clips about it because they were talking to me about Ivica Zubac, and they were saying if he was worth keeping next year or like depending upon what happens with Trez. And I'm like, the only way Zoo is going to get valuable minutes on a good team like this is if he doesn't foul and he can play defense without fouling. You can't be baby Marc Gasol if you foul every time. Marc Gasol is very disciplined. Ivica Zubac is not disciplined. And I love Ivica Zubac. My guy, like I said, Ivica Zubac is the AI to my Stephen A. Even though that man been tripping. But that man been on his tripping. But, and I'm not talking about Ivica Zubac or Allen Iverson. So I'll leave that there. But I was saying that as long as Zoo is going to continue to rack up fouls, he won't be able to be in the game. Like if he was a 2.2 personal foul per game averager, he would be in the game a lot more. But he can't stop fouling. So that's why they don't have a good interior defense, because he literally cannot stop fouling. So therefore, you cannot leave the man in the game.
Yeah, but also I think some of that is like sometimes the Clippers get broken down and guys penetrating and they just flying at him and flailing. So now he kind of left out there on his own to again. All year the Clippers have had an issue guarding guards. Like I've seen it all year. Guards have come in there all year and put on clinics in Staples.
Yeah,
I will never forget.
Even my guy, the little young cat from Portland.
Bro. Anthony Simons. He came like, gee.
He was giving them work, and I have a ton of footage of Anthony Simons in slow mo shooting around. That kid is gonna be the truth one day.
Shake Milton gave
he might get Dame up out of Portland. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know about
We'll talk about that later.
Shake Milton gave you 38, and he gave them 30. That wasn't no fluky 38.
No. Shake. No, literally, I was there that game.
I know you was there
because I wanted to see Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and then Ben
Shake
Simmons
Milton.
and Joel Embiid were both hurt, but Shake Milton was going to he was getting everybody buckets though.
Yeah.
He gave Kawhi buckets, he gave Will buckets, he gave Pat Bev buckets, he gave it doesn't matter who was in the game. Rodney McGruder could have been in the game. He was getting buckets.
They have an issue guarding guards.
Yeah.
Historically this season they have gotten cooked by guards. So I think yes, Zubac does have an issue with fouling, but I think sometimes the perimeter defense don't really help him out.
Yeah.
Now, if you a forward, it's gonna be a long day. They got so many guys to throw at forwards, which is why it was impressive what LeBron did the last game that they played. I'm like, it was cool for one game, but if you're gonna do this for 7 times, that might be one of the best victories you have in your career.
Yeah.
If you had to go out there against Paul George, Marcus Morris, Kawhi, who else do they have on the team? I damn near forgot the roster at this point. It's been so damn long.
Who?
The forwards.
Who you talking about? The Clippers?
Yeah, Clippers.
They have
Mo is gone now.
They have Patrick Patterson. They have Montrezl Harrell. They have Marcus Morris Sr. They have JaMychal Green, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard.
If you can do that against all them, you talking about,
yeah, but not all of them were playing though.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying but the main one was playing. Like obviously Marcus, Kawhi, and PG was all playing. They was all playing. Trez was there, Zoo was there. I'm pretty sure JaMychal played that game. Most of the team was there that game. Most of the team was there that game, which is why that was impressive. Now, if he can do that for a whole series against the Clippers, that's impressive. And also, again, like I said, I think if you're a forward, it's a long day for you. unless you probably Giannis, because they don't, and Giannis is more powerful anyway, but they don't really have anybody for the most part, I think, to deal with Giannis in the paint. So I think for Giannis, he'd be fine. But if you're a forward who ain't as big as Giannis, it could be a long day for you. But if you're a guard and you want them quick, shifty guards, you can do a little something.
Yeah. So we're about to talk Rockets in a second. But before we wrap up this topic, I just want to say, if you're watching this video right now, please make sure drop a like on this video. Like this video. Drop a like. If you're watching this video, drop a like, and then I'm gonna scan through all of these. So keep dropping y'all questions, and then at the end of it, I'm gonna read everybody's questions that are good, and we're gonna talk about them. But to wrap up this Clippers topic, who do you think poses, other than the Lakers, the biggest threat to the Clippers? And do you think that now that the NBA bubble is happening and the Clippers actually have a fairly weak schedule, do you think that the Clippers are now finals or bust? So who can beat them, and do you think that they're now finals or bust?
No, I'm not gonna say the Clippers are finals or bust, because I mean, hopefully next season can happen, and you can make whatever necessary. Like, they really have 2 years with this team to get something done. They have 2 years with this team until Paul George can opt out, and until Kawhi Leonard can opt out, and then hell, they might have traded away all their draft picks for nothing. And then
I don't think they traded their draft picks.
I mean,
away.
obviously they traded.
I mean, even with the arena Bombers is gonna build in Inglewood. If I'm Bomber, look, you have to look at the Clippers as an investment. He is a guy that is worth $66 billion, right? He's one of the richest men in the world, right? He paid $1 billion for the form in cash. In cash. Like, what?
Yeah,
like, I'm
wild.
gonna send a wire. What? Like, all Billy, I'm gonna send the wire. What? He sent the wire payment for the whole Billy, because he got it like that.
Was it $1 billion?
It was
I thought he paid like
it was like $998 million or something like that, but it was $1 billion basically. And he paid for it in cash.
How much is Steve Ballmer about to for?
He's worth so much money. If I'm him, I'm looking at the Clippers as an investment. We have the ability to take Los Angeles and Southern California and split Southern California into two.
No, he paid $400 million in cash.
Oh,
still,
$400 million in cash.
The thought that you paid $400 million in cash is one of the wildest statements I've ever read in my life.
Okay, $400 million. I'm sorry, Steve Ballmer. I didn't mean to inflate your numbers. He paid $400 million in cash.
That's still wild though.
Send the wire.
Mid-pandemic.
Send the wire.
Whole world in recession, but Steve different.
That's a bar, by the way.
Nah, that's a Wayne bar. Whole world in recession, but Wayne different.
I know, but still, that's a bar for him.
Whole world in recession.
You need to write. Hey, Steve Ballmer, if you want to drop a rap album, Pavy will write your whole rap album. I will write your bars. Yo, low key, do you know how mad people would be if Steve Ballmer dropped the whole rap album?
You can't say nothing, because like all of his flexes are true. He's not lying. All of his flexes are true. He can say,
bought a jet and 2 houses in Malibu, and you be like,
he probably did. He could say, man, like he could say yesterday I woke up and bought a country, and you be like, you know what? You might have bought a country yesterday. I don't know. Maybe you did. I'm thinking about Purchasing the Atlantic Ocean. You know what? You probably could. Maybe you could. Okay, maybe you could. Hey, okay, maybe you could.
That's hilarious. But so, who are the teams that can take the Clippers out? Who are you worried about if you Doc Rivers? Who have you been? If you Doc Rivers, who have you been spending this whole quarantine game planning for?
Well,
not the Lakers.
Well, depending on if Jokic is gonna be able to play.
If he gonna be able to get into if he had the Rona, I don't know if Trump gonna want to let that man play. It would be just like him to try to be spiteful. Like, I'm not gonna let him.
The thing about it is, luckily, again, the season starts July 31st. Yeah. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. Hopefully you can get him the right fluids, get him the right treatments or whatever, and like it's cleared up within 2 weeks. Apparently he had it maybe even a couple of days before. He came out.
He's asymptomatic though.
Yeah, right? so hopefully it's something that clears up. But the Nuggets. And the Rockets. The Rockets and the Nuggets are the two teams that I'm like, you know what, I don't know if I want to play them. The Rockets and the Nuggets. I just think with the Rockets, I'm always give them a shot because of the firepower that you have in the backcourt. Mm-hmm. You got 2 MVPs on one team. I can never count that team out.
Yeah. Yo, shout out Toronto. Shout out to Drake. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna tag Drake in all his OVO channels, and I'm gonna make a separate clip. Drake, we want you on this channel. Drake, the streets need you on this channel. Drake, the streets need you to come on Hoops and Brews Happy Hour and talk with Pavy and TPJ, or we'll come see you because we know you got a whole Drake Wayne manor.
A whole compound.
That man said, "I got a pool. I never swam. Man, got in the pool. Pool is big as my block. Man, got a pool the size of a block. Drake,
and didn't swim in it.
Come through, pull up with the bros. We'll drink the Virginia Black. We'll put it all on the table like Diddy with the Ciroc, like drink champs. Speaking of Drake, speaking of Toronto, obviously Drake dropped the tape, the little 2-song tape right after the Raptors won the championship. The best in the world. No, the best in the world. The best in the world. The little best in the world EP, little 2 songs. Right after the Raptors won the championship.
Yeah, what she said he was racketeering in West Hollywood. That's what nobody caught that.
We not dry snitching on Drake.
He said it in the song.
We not dry snitching. We don't have to repeat it.
He literally said West Hollywood racketeering. Those are his words. West Hollywood racketeering. What? What? West Hollywood racketeering is his words. Those are his exact words.
Drake, come through, drink with the homies. But speaking of the Raptors, go ahead. I know you've been a big fan of the Raptors for really like the past 3-4 years. You've always talked glowingly about them when I've always said they were going to lose, except for last year because they had Kawhi. How do you feel about the Raptors? I'm going to go get some more lemonade.
I mean, I think the Raptors have a great chance. They're healthy now. Gasol looks in incredible shape. I don't think Marc Gasol been in this good a shape.
When? What, it's on Instagram or something?
Yeah, you ain't seen him? He look like he lost like 20 pounds. Marc Gasol lost mad weight. I'm gonna try to find a picture for you. Marc Gasol lost mad weight, bro. Where's the picture at? What a picture at? I got you. But yeah, Marc Gasol lost mad weight. Also, Marc Gasol was a little bit banged up. I mean, they had a super banged up team before the season ended. Their team was wildly banged up. And again, they basically have the same team outside of just no Kawhi. But if Siakam is going to continue to step up the way Siakam has been like stepping up, they can really do some damage. Like they can realistically go back to the finals. Not even joking. They can realistically go back to the finals.
They also are one of those teams.
And I think they have X's and O's wise right now. I think Nick Nurse is the most creative coach in basketball. Creative coach in basketball. I'm not gonna say best. I'm gonna say creative coach in basketball.
X's and O's.
X's and O's wise. He be running diamond presses. He ran a boxing one. He be running a diamond press in the NBA. That don't happen too much.
Yeah.
Like, I feel as far as creativity, Nick Nurse is the most creative coach in basketball.
Yeah. I covered the Raptors game this. We both
did.
Oh yeah, we both did.
Yeah,
okay. Shout out to the Clippers. We both covered the Raptors. Well, then I covered 2 of them. Then I covered one.
They only.
We
played
both
once.
covered that game.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
We both covered that game.
Anyways, we both covered that game. I believe I got a chance to actually speak to Nick Nurse that day.
You talked to Nick Nurse, and I think you spoke to. Did you speak to Siakam? No. You spoke to
Van Vliet.
Nah. You spoke to Boucher.
Oh yeah,
Boucher.
Chris Boucher.
Yeah,
Chris Boucher. That was after he had that
he
crazy
Trez. Trez went up and got eviscerated.
Shout out to Chris Boucher. I really, really like him. He's a good player, good young man. Shout out to that dude.
And real quick, that's the team where like if you
wow, this man Marc Gasol looking like Powell.
And the Raptors are a team. If you were a wing, you don't want to play them. Like, I've never seen LeBron look as old as he looked when he played the Raptors this year. The first game in LA, I've never seen LeBron get a shot blocked like that. That was embarrassing. Like, Siakam knocked his shot back to half court, and LeBron wasn't even off the ground damn near. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah. But they got Boucher, they got Siakam, they got OG, they got Norman Powell.
Yeah, Norman Powell went crazy. Norman Powell's actually had one of the best seasons of his career this year.
Norman Powell, they got when he's on the court because he's been hurt a lot. Yeah, they got Marc Gasol back there. They got Serge back there. They got a lot of guys where like if you were forward, I don't think you really want to play them. Yeah, they have a very very well balanced basketball team.
And as for the Raptors schedule, the Raptors will play. They play the Lakers on August 1st. Then after they play the Lakers, then they go on to play the Miami Heat on August 3rd. Then they play the Orlando Magic on August 5th. And then on August 7th, they play the Celtics. Then on August 9th, they play the Grizzlies. On August 12th, they play the 76ers.
That was so unnecessary.
And then that's their and then August, I believe that's their their last game is versus the Denver Nuggets. Because all these things say home and away. Home and away doesn't matter.
Question. Did you know Jabari Parker was on the Kings?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
I swear to God, I had no idea.
He got traded to the Kings.
He was on the
Hawks. You talked to him, and then he got traded in a trade where they traded They traded him.
Didn't they trade Dwayne Dedmon back to Atlanta?
Yes, that's what happened. Dwayne Dedmon wanted to leave because he wanted starter minutes, and Vlade and them didn't want to pay him starter minutes. So yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I think he just wanted to leave Sacramento.
No, he just wanted more minutes.
Yeah,
Luke Walton didn't want to play him. Luke Walton is still the worst coach in the NBA.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not the worst coach in the NBA. No, he's not.
Speaking of the Sacramento Kings, what do you think about them? What are their prospects? How do you? I mean, I
think they really just there to.
I mean, wait a minute. They're right outside the bubble. They were literally on borderline 9-10, creeping up. You know that if any of these teams that are below the 8th seed finish within 4 games of the 8th seed, that they get to go into a play-in, right? Mm-hmm. So all of these teams have an equal shot to make the playoffs. Mm. So you don't give the Sacramento Kings any chance.
Not much.
They are a team that has been nicked up. Marvin Bagley III hasn't been playing because he's been hurt.
But the thing that will help the Kings out
De'Aaron Fox was hurt this year as well.
The thing that can help the Kings out is that they can just try to play very fast. They can just try to go out there, roll the balls out there, and just run teams.
The Clippers are a team that I don't think want to play the Kings. Like, if the Clippers can somehow...
De'Aaron also cut a promo.
Wait a minute.
I remember that.
Wait a minute. If the Clippers happen to sneak up into that one spot and they have to play the Kings, that's going to be a long 6-game series.
I don't know about 6 games. I think it'll be...
No. I was there. I actually think I went to 2 Kings games. Did you go to Kings games?
I went to one of the Kings games too.
All right.
When De'Aaron cut a promo on them. De'Aaron cut a promotional video on them.
He cut 2 of them.
He probably did.
Because he cut one when I was there too. So if I'm them and Bogdanovich, I think that game had a decent game. And the crazy part was Rashawn Holmes didn't even play in that game.
See, my thing with them would be, I think it'll be a very, very close 5-game series. But I think they could scare them really bad in 2 of the games.
I think they could take them to 6.
I would say 5.
No, because you have to consider before, but now you got to put in the fluke factor.
That's why I like talking about this.
Look, can you say fluke factor 5 times in a row?
Fluke factor. Nah, I can't do it. Nah,
hey, if you have to say fluke
factor 5 times in a row.
Say fluke factor. Actually, that's what I'm gonna name this episode. Fluke factor 5 times in a row. So that way when you have to read it like you try to say.
Fluke factor. But nah, it's like this. That's why like this season and right.
Put De'Aaron Fox on a Riddler head.
That's why talking about everything right now is so crazy and hard because I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know what guys look like. I got to see what they come back. Are they going to come back in shape? I expect
everybody but Nikola Jokic to be in the best shape of their life. And I'm sorry, not Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. And that's my son. You know how I feel about Luka.
But the thing about in shape and basketball shape is it's 2 different concepts. It's 2 different concepts.
I disagree.
It's 2 different concepts.
Because it's cardio.
Cardio. But you got to put in the intensity factor, and then you.
But if you come in and you got really, really good and solid, strong cardio, if you're a person that can run a few miles without getting winded, the physical factor will matter, but the stamina is what you need to sustain. Like even with guys that like do biking and stuff, that's why they like carbohydrate load before they go and they do the Tour de France. So they'll eat a big, huge plate of thing of pot. They won't eat, and then they'll eat a huge full thing of pasta and only drink water, so that way they can only burn those carbs. But like you still have to, like I still think as long as they've been, for example, Ballmer sent them $4,000 bikes or whatever. Yeah. If they've been actually using those bikes, you can get a real workout from that.
Yeah.
Like I've been seeing Russ working out with Kevin Hart and his trainer. I'm sure everybody that's gonna come back into this that knows that they have something to prove will be in regular season start shape. And if you're in regular season start shape, that's good enough for 8 games.
Fair. I just think it's a difference.
It's not even that. It's everybody. It's the ones that don't care And they was like, man, we ain't gonna make the playoffs anyway. So they was just at home smoking weed because the NBA got a 1 time per year weed policy. That's why they not you hear that? They not testing them for nothing but PEDs. They like, hey, nothing.
we know y'all was at home sitting by y'allself. We don't even want to know what y'all was doing. As long as it wasn't steroids.
Hey, we saw that photo of who was it? Celtics. They was all just standing we saw that photo of the Celtics. That's hilarious. But somebody wanted to know why did the Bulls not fire Jim Boylen? And
because I don't think he needs to be fired yet. Again, I've said millions of times throughout the season. I think that,
and it's so weird to not see the Bulls' name on that schedule. So weird, bro. It's so weird.
I think that people put too much on Boylen, not realizing that all the injuries he had to deal with this season. Like, they didn't have a healthy team pretty much all year. Yeah. Even if you have 3 people away from the Clippers look different, and that's the Clippers. So what's going to happen with the Bulls? Also, I didn't think the Bulls roster was that talented
Larry Bird.
Also, I didn't think the Bulls roster was that talented to begin with anyway. I don't think you know what you have with Jim Boylen until you give him one more year, And if it goes to hell quickly with in the next year, get him out of there. Also, the thing with Jim Boylen, why I give Jim Boylen slack, ever since they lost by 55 and the Bulls said, we don't want to come to practice, I'm like, oh no, I can't rock with this no more. I have seen Doc, when they win sometimes they got practice the next day. And if they lose, they definitely got, and it damn sure won by no 55. How you lose by 55 points?
If the Clippers ever
they
lost,
might have practice that night.
No, G. If the Clippers ever lost by 55, somebody's fighting Doc Rivers.
Somebody fighting Doc. They might have practice that night.
I don't. You know what?
They might walk. Clippers lose by 55. They might walk back in the locker room, walk back on the court after practice.
Maybe.
How you
especially if Kawhi and PG was on the floor.
How you lose by 55 points? Go back in the locker room.
Like, yeah,
the
good.
Coach called practice, and then he say we don't want to practice. You can't be tired.
They are.
They
played very hard to lose by 55.
They said that they had a group text message because he called a practice after you lost by 55 points, and you want me to be mad at the coach? This man, Zach LaVine.
It's not even that. They getting paid millions of dollars, bro.
G.
Also, if you a player that didn't make the playoffs, bro, you are living right now, bro. Literally and figuratively. Because you still get all your money.
You do get all your money.
And you get to sit at home. You ain't got to worry about getting the Rona. You ain't got to worry about going to Orlando. You ain't got to worry about leaving your girl or your kids. Go ahead.
No, check it out.
Go ahead.
Real quick. The man, Zach LaVine, that had 40 points, did say, what else do you want me to do? Defend. You probably gave up 35, so you had 5 points. Defend.
No, it's not even that. I just want Zach LaVine to. I want to know what's his plus minus for the season.
Defend. So no, Jim Boylen don't deserve to be. Do I think Jim Boylen is some incredible coach? No, but I said this from the beginning. I think Jim Boylen is a starter coach. They need some discipline in that locker room. I think you got a whole bunch of spoiled, young, basically AAU kids who come in here and don't want to work hard.
Speaking of this is the NBA AAU.
Yeah, it is.
And also, if I'm in the NBA, if this goes well, I'm having a midsummer tournament for 4 weeks. And we're going to put up $10 million.
A midsummer tournament.
Yeah. So, like, when Summer League is going on, we're going to have a midsummer tournament at the same time with probably like 10 teams, 5 teams, and whatever NBA players that played in the regular season that want to play in the summer tournament can come and play in this 4-week tournament, and the winner of it get like $10 million. And it's like it's like single game elimination, whatever, or you can make it 3-game elimination, whatever.
I don't hate it.
Make it like make all the quarters 8 minutes if you want to, or 10 minutes if you want to. And then the winner of that get the team split $10 million as a bonus pot, and then you'll get another whatever. You know what I mean?
I don't hate
it. I mean, even if they did it, even if it was the whole team get to split $15 million, you think it wouldn't be some decent guys that be like, I'll go make another meal and get to play ball hoop with the homies. I mean, I'm sure the minimum salary is still gonna be decent enough for, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, like you said, Kyrie said it's only 20 of us getting paid. Everybody else ain't getting paid like that. I mean, they getting more money than what we getting, but not compared to somebody else in the locker room.
You know something funny? I literally sent Ice Cube a message on Instagram, and I said, I got an idea for you. The Big Five started. Big Five. If you can't make the NBA, come play in the Big Five.
Okay.
We got the Big Three already. Come play in the NBA. Let's see. Zach LaVine's plus minus. Is he on this? Okay. I don't even see him on this list. Plus minus. That's wild. Zach LaVine ain't even top. He ain't even top 40 in the NBA in plus minus.
I mean, he's not gonna be. They lose too much.
Denzel Valentine got a better plus minus than Zach LaVine.
Yeah, but Denzel don't play.
Harden number 1 though in plus minus.
I can believe it.
Norman Powell is actually number 3 in plus minus this year, and I mean followed by Terrence Davis.
Top 5. Yo, I forgot about Terrence. That was another great find for the Raptors.
NBA real plus minus. Go ahead.
Can I say? I think the Raptors have the best scouting department since Prime Spurs. They find a lot of guys, yo, and they don't never pick high.
I'm not.
They find a lot of guys.
Yeah, I'm not upset at that. Let's see. Hold on one second. Plus minus. Okay, so plus minus. I'm just gonna read the top 5 overall in the league because that was just by shooting guards. Top 5 overall in the league is Giannis, Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe.
So the Bucks.
Then LeBron James. Then Brook Lopez.
So the Bucks.
Then Kawhi. Then Tatum. Then DiVincenzo. Then Wesley
the
Matthews. And then Pascal
So the
Siakam.
Bucks.
Then Marc Gasol. Then Zion Williamson is actually 15th in the league in plus minus. Gordon Hayward is 16th in the league in plus minus.
That's interesting.
Porzingis
So AD
is
not top 20?
well, see, it's including all these other players that play like 1 or 2 games or whatever. Like Nas Mintru Long, he played for the Indiana. I ain't never seen this man play a game. Exactly. Yeah. So hold on, let me see if I can put an advanced filter. Experience. Let's see. Yeah. But I'm just reading off names. Kristaps Porzingis. Patrick Beverly actually is 20th in the NBA in plus minus according to this. Tim Hardaway Jr. I said he's better than Donovan Mitchell. I was wrong.
I was
wrong. But he's 21st in the NBA right now. Plus minus,
you know you were wrong. As long as you know you were wrong.
He's 21st in the NBA right now. Plus minus though.
As long as you know
plus
you were
minus
wrong.
average in advanced stats, he's 21st in the NBA.
As long as you know you were
Paul
wrong.
Millsap 22, George Hill 23, Anthony Davis 24, Danny Green 25.
That's why LeBron over him in MVP consideration, things like that. LeBron, what, 4th and AD 24th?
LeBron is 4th.
That's a hell of a difference. You had half the Bucks before AD.
Yeah.
By the way, that many Bucks being
LeBron is at an 8. AD is at 5.2.
That's a pretty.
But I disagree with that because it's players with higher. Because Chris Middleton got a higher plus minus,
Chris
and
Middleton
so does Eric
50,
Bledsoe.
40, 90.
But so does Eric Bledsoe. But you're not gonna tell me that they deserve
Eric
to be
Bledsoe
MVP.
probably no, but Eric
Okay,
Bledsoe.
then.
Hold on.
You're not gonna tell me they deserve to be MVP.
Hold on, Chris Middleton probably is gonna be All NBA. He probably will be All NBA, and Bledsoe should be All Defense first team. If not first, second team. He should be All Defense first team.
I don't know.
The Bucks should have 3 people who made the All Defense first team. Giannis, Brook Lopez, Bledsoe.
So what you gonna say when Giannis win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year?
Great season.
Because you know ESPN picked him to be
Great
Defensive Player of the
season,
Year,
Giannis.
right? Like
Shout out
ESPN
Giannis.
did a poll and
Great
all their
season,
writers
Giannis.
picked him to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Great season, Giannis. I would personally give it to Brook Lopez, but great season, Giannis. I just think Brook Lopez has been a better defender than Giannis.
I just want you to complete the NBA Triple Crown for me.
Great season,
Win
Giannis.
Defensive Player of the Year, MVP, Finals MVP.
Some you ain't seen since a kid.
Literally, I'm not gonna lie. I just almost got emotional thinking about it, G. Because it reminded me of like my dream for Steph Curry and watching Andre Iguodala get that goddamn basketball, the run to the hole and get it smacked. Sometimes I randomly think about Steph Curry throwing that ball away.
No,
and
that
Iggy
was
get
egregious.
We was watching. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
No,
Steph, what are you doing?
No, the behind the back pass, considering
With
moment,
a left hand. What are you doing? That's not even a good hand.
Considering the moment it was in, is one of the most egregious plays.
Man's had Kyrie on him and literally said
this.
And then look, the funniest part is
Clay was like,
no, not even that. Watch Steph's eyes. This is like, shit.
The funniest part is Clay was looking and he was like,
oh, come on, bro.
This man just threw the
No,
ball
because he was thinking, should I go for it? No, God.
The funniest
Steph tweaked.
The funniest part about that to me is just like, again, there's actually this dope podcast on. It's Austin Rivers talking to Sam Cassell. It's a really, really great podcast.
I love Sam Cassell. Sam Cassell is one of my favorite people in NBA history, and I mean it in terms of being around him.
Yeah, he was.
I have video of Sam Cassell playing one of the coaches in a one-on-one. Sam Cassell is by far one of the coolest human beings I've ever been around in my life.
Yeah, and he was just talking about, I guess, helping Austin Rivers and telling them like, yo, we need you to play defense, and basically that actually Sam Cassell was the reason that the trade got made for Austin to come to LA.
Really?
Yeah, because Doc didn't want to do it. And he talked to Sam and he was like, yeah, go get him. Go get him. So, and they were talking about Kyrie, and I'm going to circle it back. They was talking about Kyrie.
Kyrie.
And they was like,
Kyrie, by the way, you earned, I will no longer disrespect your name ever again. I will no longer be like, and not say your name because I'll never call you a choke again. You forever, my brother, have earned my respect, and I will never disrespect you again.
And they were talking about him, and they was like, crazy thing about Kyrie is like Kyrie go into his bag 48 minutes in the game. Like, Kyrie will do a crazy move, but it's like, yo, he been playing, like he done played 40 minutes. Or like Kyrie will do something crazy, but it's like, it's for the game though. like Kyrie just cooked you for the game. He didn't cook you in the first quarter. He was like, usually people get into overtime, they like to keep it simple, just make the simple play. Like, no, Kyrie will cook you for the game though. Circling it back, Steph literally tried that in Game 7, in a tie game in which they haven't scored in 4 minutes. At some point, you have to respect audacity. But it's like, you couldn't just do a chest pass, bro? Chest pass couldn't work? Simple bounce pass couldn't work, bro? Every time I see it, I laugh. Like, yo, you really tried that.
Yeah.
But again, what about the Celtics? Boston.
They're an afterthought to me.
I respect that.
Because and Jason Tatum, all you guys, if you watch this, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of NBA players because we have this channel. Like, I've personally seen NBA players post MLG highlights on their stories, and I see the MLG in the corner. I'm like, man, I know some of them see it. Like, literally, I've seen it before. So I'm sure a few of them may sprinkle in and out. But they have to prove themselves, and that's one thing that. When I picked them to beat LeBron, and when I picked the Pacers to beat LeBron, and when I've picked everybody else before to beat LeBron, you have to prove yourself. But the problem for the Celtics and every other team in the Eastern Conference is LeBron left, and you got somebody that's on pace to be better than him already. That's the problem. Because literally, if Giannis wins MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, even if he don't win a championship, LeBron at this age didn't have a ring. He also didn't have a Defensive Player of the Year. He might have had 2 MVPs, but he didn't have a Defensive Player of the Year on top of that.
That's fair.
So Giannis is already pacing, not necessarily in terms of full career statistics, but in terms of accomplishments, they're kind of what and what. LeBron won his first championship at what, 28?
27 or 26, I think.
Exactly. So Giannis is 25, 26, turning there. He's within a year, 2 years of that pace. So if you the Celtics, damn, LeBron left and then Giannis gonna do this? Like I didn't think, I kept saying, I've been saying for years, when Giannis get a bag, it's gonna be crazy. I was seeing, and I saw a clip of somebody on YouTube showing Giannis's form and saying how worse his form is now than it was when he started. Well, he grew 3 inches since he came in the NBA. And also
he got stronger too.
And also he got a lot stronger. And also his shot now is more meant for him to square up with the rim as if he's shooting a free throw. Versus before it was more of a fluid jump shot.
Yeah, which is why I don't think he'll ever be a great off the dribble shooter.
But also, I don't need him to be a great off the dribble shooter.
Get a post game.
I don't need him to be a great off the dribble shooter so long as he can turn around off 1 foot and fade away.
I agree.
Which he has shown at times this year the ability to turn off 1 or 2 feet and fade away and then hit the shot. Usually it would clank far left, far right, back of rim, whatever. This year has been going in. Giannis also this year from 3 has made a more, I feel like, conscientious effort to take more and also take more when the other team is not expecting him to. Like, people look at Ben Simmons and literally, if Ben Simmons came into this playoff right now, and let's just say he put up 4 threes a game and shot 25%. No, stop. Just listen. If Ben Simmons came into this playoff,
I just vehemently disagree
and
with you.
unveiled a 3-point shot and literally just started pulling 3 to 4 threes a game and hitting 2 to 3 a game,
I just vehemently
that
disagree
changes the entire dynamic because now you have to scout them differently.
I just vehemently
and now
disagree
you
with
have
you.
to scout Giannis differently because you can't just sag off of him.
I just
which
vehemently
means he
disagree with
can
you
he
about
can
Ben
do that
Simmons,
little
yeah.
thing he do where he see you, he do almost like LeBron does with the where he take the long dribble and he look and grab from far away. Giannis's thing now is, all right, you where the camera is right now, I'm eyeball you. Oh, the rim, one step up, square away, I'ma shoot. That's his version of that LeBron bounce and away.
Yeah, I just guys like that shooting threes, at least right now in their careers, isn't the thing that like I'm impressed by or that I need to see. Like I personally just want to see, can you work the mid range? I think you can make a whole living off that. You big, can't nobody stop you. And if you had a post, even like my thing with Ben Simmons is, I don't really care if you ever shoot the ball, bro. I think you'll be able to score somehow. Like even if you put you in the post and you got to move or something.
I mean,
can you get a
he
hook
can
shot?
score, but as I told you before, the difference between him and LeBron is when LeBron came in the league, he had the opportunity to take 18, 19 shots a game. Ben Simmons is only taking 12 to 13 shots a game.
Yes, but same time, like Ben Simmons doesn't have a refined post game to me either.
It doesn't matter.
I think that he can
get those shots up if he wants to.
He can get it in transition when you like play fast. Like obviously, running down court, you can't do nothing about it. But when the game slows down in the half court, sometimes Ben Simmons is completely immobilized. He becomes completely immobilized because again, he doesn't really have any moves. He's none. But with the Celtics, I think what they depended upon is their guards. I think that they had the best rotation of guards probably in the Eastern Conference, and like if their guards can just show out,
so many putback buckets. Come on, man. This man, AD is the MVP of the Lakers.
If their guards can just show out, then I give them a shot. But I just think there's two teams clearly better than them. I think the Bucks and I think the Raptors are clearly better than them. I think they have success against the Bucks sometimes because they can pull their bigs closer away from the rim. I mean, further away.
So I'm watching Anthony Davis play. We got AD highlights playing in the background. My God, he went behind the back to the front and then laid it up. That man is 6'11". Go ahead.
They can bring their bigs out away from the rim and kind of dance on them. Like even you seen like Giannis try to guard Kemba and get put on skates and things like that. So I think that's what they would hope that they could be able to do. I don't know if that works for 7 games straight. So yeah, I just think that
look. If you the Celtics, Terry Rozier not walking through that door. He embarrassed Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe stopped.
He embarrassed Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe just
yo,
like,
what's
you know
up,
what?
JDL Animations? What's up, Tofu? How you doing? Go ahead.
He was like, yo, you know what? If you make it, you make it. But yeah, the Celtics, I just think they're still a piece away. I think they're still one more piece away from being able to really compete with the elite teams in the East. But I do think that they can make it very interesting for somebody. I don't think that they'll get walked all over by any stretch of the imagination at all. I don't think they'll get walked all over. And if they made the conference finals, I wouldn't be shocked, depending on where they get seated at. But I give them an outside chance to make the finals.
They won't. They won't.
I would give.
They won't make the finals this year because of the fact that the other teams that are ahead of them had and have too much momentum, but also more experience than them.
I would give the Bucks a 65% chance, and I would get a Raptors a 45% chance.
Experience, I think, is going to be amplified with no fans.
I feel that.
I think with the fans there, there's other things in the frame.
There's home court.
It's not even that. It's just other things in the frame to focus on. Like, if you want to, you can spend the whole NBA game not watching the game. You can just watch one player or watch a random fan or a coach through the broadcast. Ain't none of that going to be there. They talking about having fans tap lights in order for the lights in the arena to go whatever.
I think it's
not the same.
I think it levels the playing field, though. Because I think, one, there's no travel. Everybody is experiencing the same things. There's no home court advantage. So I think some of those
Shout
players...
out to Ecuador. Shout out to the homie in Ecuador. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Go ahead.
So I think some of those players and some of those moments, you know, where you might see quote-unquote freeze up and things like that, I think free throw shooting is going to go up by a lot, which is, I think, a very underrated thing. I think free throw shooting might go up by a lot just because there's no fans there.
You think the fans play that big of a part?
I think they play a part. I don't know about. I think yeah, I do. I think the intensity, the fans, I do. I think it plays a part.
Okay.
And I just think it's different when the arena's a little bit more silent. I think things like that make a difference.
I'm
not for every player, but for some of those guys, I think free throw shooting makes a difference.
Who this man, Kyle? You talking on Kyrie compilation?
Yeah, no, it's a season highlights thing.
Oh, this Kyrie with the Nets or just NBA season highlights?
Just NBA season highlights.
Oof, Dame. The funniest part is like Dame gets up randomly at the most
Dame
random
got
time.
bunnies, but it's like he don't use them all the time.
Yeah,
but Dame got bunnies though.
He's not that tall.
Yeah, Dame really like 6'1", bro.
Dame is like an inch and a half taller than me.
Dead ass. Dame like 6'1", 6'2". Maximum.
Yeah. I actually think the team that did the Suns make it?
Yeah, but Oubre hurt.
Oubre's hurt?
Meniscus.
Oh, he tore his meniscus?
Yeah.
How?
I have no idea what he tore.
During the off? He wasn't?
Nah, he got hurt before the season ended.
Oh, okay.
And he had surgery to rehab. So that kind of like...
Hey, Devin Booker, you never want anybody to say anything negative ever about you again. Win a championship this year. Not even win a championship this year, Devin Booker. Make the playoffs.
Nah, I think them losing...
What could happen if Devin Booker actually made the playoffs?
He might go for 40.
Speaking of that, Phoenix Suns... Can they make the playoffs? And
no,
if they make the playoffs, how many games will they get swept in?
No, because Oubre got hurt. If Oubre didn't get hurt, I would say maybe. But I honestly think on many nights, Oubre is the most important player. Not even joking.
Yeah, I think Kelly Oubre is their stack five. Like Steven Jackson wasn't the best player on the Spurs, but on certain nights he was their most important player.
I don't know about all of that on the Spurs. I don't know if I can agree with that on the Spurs.
Or even in the Pacers, if you want to talk about Pacers.
Yeah, he didn't really play that long enough.
But still,
they got into a fight like 8 games.
I mean, okay, fine.
I would say on the Warriors or something like that, maybe.
The Warriors, yeah, but even on the Spurs,
nah, I wouldn't say
I would say on the Spurs because you needed him to make timely buckets.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say he's the most.
You needed him to make. I disagree with that because when Bruce Bowen was in the game, you would worry about him off the dribble.
Yeah, I feel you, but I wouldn't say.
So therefore, you couldn't always leave him in the game when you needed a play off the dribble. Stat can make a play off the dribble. He can also make a wide open play. He was also a good defender, and people kind of was scared of him half the time.
Yeah, but I would have went with like Tony or Manu at that point in time, though.
He was on the floor in the finals. What you mean? He got a whole ring?
Yes, I feel you, but as far as
he not got a whole ring?
Yes, but yes,
not the whole time he was at the Spurs. But
yes,
did they not need him in the finals? They ain't need him.
I mean, I think they still would have won the finals without Stack Jack. I love Stack Jack. I think they still would have won the finals without Stack Jack. I don't think Stack Jack.
I still feel like you need those kind of guys.
No, what happened in that? No. What happened in that finals from going back?
Ooh, he traveled.
What happened in that finals from going back and
Kyrie
watching?
Just traveled so hard.
What happened in that? I was so mad when this happened. What happened in that finals for going back and watching it was Tony Parker was working Jason Kidd.
Tony Parker
hooking Jason Kidd.
Can you give Tony Parker more respect?
He's better than what I thought he was, yeah. I still don't think that.
Top 10 point guard of all time. Tony Parker greater than Chris Paul.
Don't agree with that.
Tony Parker greater than Chris Paul.
I still don't agree with that. But like I said, when TP went to Charlotte, even though he was older, just to see him doing the things he was doing in Charlotte at like that
shout out
age.
to the Philippines. Shout out to the Philippines. The homie said, shout out me for Philippines, guys. I'm Herbert Tatua, Lakers versus Clippers. Shout out to you, Herbert Tatua from the Philippines. We appreciate you. Shout out to the homie HDMI from Russia. And shout out to the bro from Ecuador. Go ahead, my bad.
Just to see Tony Parker doing the things
that he was, shout out.
Just to see Tony Parker doing the things that he was doing in Charlotte, even like at that age, gave me more respect for what he did.
You should have respected him when it happened.
Nah, because Tim Duncan was there, and I just never thought that. I always thought, just didn't like the way the Spurs played basketball growing up. I didn't like anybody but Manu. Manu was cool to me.
I feel you.
Manu hoop for the hood. He did Euro steps and cool dunks every now and then.
Manu hoop for the hood.
He did Euro steps and cool dunks.
Next team up on this list. Which team do you want to talk about? We got the Mavericks. We got the Rockets. We got the Blazers. Which one do you want to talk about? Not really.
I mean, we can talk about the Rockets.
I know you always want to talk about them. Can the Rockets win a championship and why? Teddy, you can't donate because we're not on Hoops and Brews channel, and this channel is not monetized. We will upload this video and it will go live on Hoops and Brews tomorrow at 12 p.m. Donate during then on Hoops and Brews. We would definitely appreciate that. Thank you. Go ahead.
A championship maybe, but it depends on
Hoops and Brews Cash App.
Okay, a championship maybe, but it depends on who they had to play out the East. I think if they had to play the Bucks, then no. If they had to play the Raptors, maybe. But even still with that, the Raptors can play the same style that the Rockets play and probably play it better than what the Rockets play. Now, if for some weird reason Boston made the finals, I think they can cook Boston.
I mean, everybody can cook Boston.
I want to say everybody cook Boston.
Everybody
but I think
can
they
cook Boston this year.
I think they cook Boston.
I think the Pacers got a chance to cook Boston.
I think if they're healthy,
They don't have to be healthy.
I think the Pacers got a chance to cook a lot of people.
They don't have to
if
be
they're
healthy.
healthy.
They don't have to be healthy to cook.
They got to be
people.
healthy.
No, they don't.
They got to be healthy. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! I did see that when it happened.
They don't have to be healthy.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
They
why?
have to be healthy.
Why do the Pacers? I mean, so why do the Pacers have to be healthy?
They had to be healthy because Oladipo might not play and Brogdon has coronavirus right now.
Oh, I forgot about Brogdon.
Brogdon has coronavirus and Oladipo is still figuring out if he wants to play. If Oladipo isn't going to play and isn't going to date and Jeremy Lamb's knee is destroyed right now.
Oh yeah, he did.
So no, they have to be healthy. If Brogdon is there and Oladipo was there and they got Sabonis and they got Turner and they got TJ Warren, oh, they got a chance to beat a lot of people that people not expecting them to do. Because I think that's a team that can play any way you want to play. You want to play small, Miles Turner can also stretch out for three. You want to play big, we can put
Miles Turner has honestly. Ooh, Caruso caught a body. Please tell me that one Luka. Okay, that was Max A. Thank God that one Luka Doncic. All right, but I mean, I guess
this was the funniest play of the year, by the way. When LeBron swung on the rim, rolled that man all the way down, and swung on the rim.
Yeah,
swung on the rim.
Yeah.
Swung on.
That man, he literally like, oh!
He put the elbow out. He's like swung on the rim.
Yeah, hey, normally he would have let go and came down. He was like, not today. Shout out to Danny Green for making a shot. Okay, actually, speaking of the Mavs, Luka Doncic has been.
I wasn't done with.
Okay, go ahead. My bad. I didn't know that. My bad.
Like I said, I'm a always give him a shot. D'Antoni says he wants to ride in his rotation. I think that's a good thing.
9 people deep.
No, I think that's really a good thing. I think
Foolish.
No, I think it allows him to play faster.
D'Antoni is Ashanti.
No,
Foolish.
because he's funny as hell. Because usually what happens is like they play fast when Russ is in, but it slows down for Harden. And if Harden has really, got himself in better shape, lost some weight, I think that bodes well if Harden can play faster. Because I do think sometimes when, Russ goes to the bench, the Rockets become like, when the Rockets were there with Chris Paul, they weren't a fast team. They were a pretty slow team. It just was methodical and it worked because you couldn't guard it.
Yeah.
It was really hard to guard, but they weren't a fast team. Like Russ coming in, I think they're second in pace right now. I think the Mavericks are first in pace. I think they're second in pace right now. I think Russ took them from like 16th to second or something like that. So if Harden can come in and like they can still sustain, obviously not the same pace because nobody can. I don't know if anybody can play at the same pace as Russell Westbrook can, just with the speed that Russ has. But if they can at least, let's say, not drop to, let's say they drop from second to, let's say they drop to 9th in pace or something like that, then I think it bodes well for the Rockets. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how this experiment goes. I think that if that's a team that could either lose in the first round or it's a team that possibly could make the finals, I do think that this whole little scenario kind of helps them out a little bit. I think that that's a team that can just catch a lot of teams because they play fast. And also, I think, again, like I said millions of times, I never doubt Russell Westbrook's ability to come in shape.
Oh, no, he's in shape. Like I told you earlier, he's been working out with Kevin Hart's trainer.
Kevin Hart and like sand dunes and stuff like that. I never doubt Russell Westbrook to come in.
Russ is always going to be in shape because he thinks he's a model. So he still want to, when the Rona in, he want to try to walk down the runway. He never going to let himself get out of shape. He gonna stay in shape because he think he a model. So I'm never worried about Russ. All right, fans, go ahead right now. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let us know what you want to talk about. After you drop a like, drop a comment, we'll respond to your comment. But while we wait on you guys to drop a like and drop a comment.
Again, also
go ahead.
Like we said,
talking about Mavericks. Go ahead.
Everything we saying and like everything I'm saying, I'm trying to think back.
He's speaking for himself.
Everything that I'm saying,
I still believe in hot takes.
I'm trying to think.
I still believe in hot takes.
I'm trying to think back off memory.
He don't know.
Nah, I'm just trying to think back.
He don't believe in hot takes.
I'm just trying to think back off memory, bro. It's been so long since I've seen these people play basketball. Oh my goodness, that happened this season? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Hamdou
Jesus Christ.
Hamdou.
Jesus
Christ.
Jesus. But no, like it's been like so long since basketball came. I've kind of detached from it. I've been like watching 70s basketball. I kind of haven't even looked at anything this season. So I'm kind of just thinking back off memory of everything. So I really got to see when everybody come back and actually get on the court and just play to formulate my true opinions. There obviously are teams that I think. There obviously are teams that I think, regardless.
Giannis.
There obviously are teams that I think regardless would be there at the.
Did you see that?
Yeah, but nothing that Giannis does usually just. I told you, don't look that impressive to me.
You annoy me.
You got to go watch
because
them.
Everything LeBron does is impressive to you.
Yes,
and it doesn't make sense to me.
No, because he's smaller.
Not really.
He's
LeBron
smaller.
measures what, 6'9"?
Yeah,
Giannis is 6'11".
Yes, but Giannis's legs are so long that like it just don't look. And also Giannis' game just has never been pretty to me.
All right.
I told you I never broke.
Giannis is GOAT worthy. I agree with you, Graham.
I never
Shout out
broke.
to the homie Oliver. He said
say,
Giannis wins MVP Defensive Player of the Year. Yes, he does.
I just never been breaking down the walls to watch Giannis play.
Giannis is top 20 all time once he wins his Defensive Player of the Year MVP. Charles Barkley didn't do that. Karl Malone didn't do that. Hakeem Olajuwon did it. Shaq never did it.
Shaq never did a lot of things that Shaq should have done.
I mean, Wilt Chamberlain never did it.
They didn't have defensive player of the year.
Okay,
back then.
fine. Moses Malone never did it. Defensive
They
Player of the Year and MVP in the same year? No, he didn't.
Yeah, but they didn't put defensive player of the year in.
Now that Braun dunk was better than the Nurkic dunk.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
No,
was.
wasn't,
Yes, it
bro.
was. That
No,
Braun
it
dunk was
wasn't.
way
No,
better
it
than Nurkic's
wasn't,
dunk.
bro. No,
The
it
Braun
wasn't.
dunk on Bielisa
No, it
was way
wasn't,
better than the
bro.
Nurkic
No, it
dunk.
wasn't,
Yes,
bro.
it was.
No, it wasn't.
LeBron dunk on
LeBron's
Bielisa
dunk
was
on
way
Nurkic-
better than Bielisa.
LeBron's dunk on Nurkic
His jump on Bielisa was way better than Nurkic.
No,
My
G.
bad.
LeBron's dunk on Nurkic is LeBron's best dunk, and also R.P. Tom Holland. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Tom Holland is his name. The Cavaliers announcer.
Spider-Man?
No,
Oh.
the Cavaliers. That's probably not his name. But the
sorry.
Cavaliers announcer who happened to pass away had one of the greatest calls of all time.
Oh,
Inside, LeBron James drops the anvil. I think it's inside. Yes, no, but no. What was I talking about before?
You was talking about Giannis' game is ugly and not enjoyable.
Yeah, it's
Teddy
just-
Hart said that. I disagree with that.
I mean,
think
that's
it depends
cool.
on. I like watching big men play basketball though.
I
You
don't really like watching big
exactly.
men play
I like
basketball.
watching big men play basketball.
fair.
And he's on pace to be the greatest big man ever.
I think LeBron James is the biggest player I've ever been a fan of.
Yeah, and he not better than Giannis.
Usually I like guards.
He won't be better than Giannis. Giannis is gonna finish with like 6 MVPs, 3 Defensive Player of the
He gotta
Years,
last.
and like 4 rings.
We'll see. He got to
He
last.
ain't even got to get to see. Actually, not even 4 rings. All Giannis got to do is tie LeBron in rings, and he already better than LeBron.
That was also wild. That.
Yeah, he got. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was there. Yeah, when Tatum hit PG, I was there. I was like, yo. Actually, when Tatum hit PG, I was there, and I was in the press box. You know me, when I'm in the press box, like everybody
I'm
be
still watching the game.
No, not even that. Everybody be sitting there all like calm. I
know.
don't care.
When Harden
bro.
hit that shot,
I do not care. When I'm in
Harden
the
hit that
press
shot, I
box,
almost tackled Charles.
literally they be like, "Who are you rooting for?" The basketball game. I'm not rooting for nobody. I root for the basketball game. This is amazing. Do you not see this? He just made this man fall.
Nah. When Harden hit that 3 over.
Yeah, we're watching the best plays from the NBA. I'm sorry, the best plays from the NBA season. So we're seeing a lot of them.
When Harden hit that 3 over PG and Pat Beverly almost tackled Charles in the press box.
That's funny.
That's the most.
Shout out to Charles Markler. I'm sorry, Charles Mockler and Locked On Clips podcast. Go ahead.
That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen live in the game. That's the most That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen live in the game.
Most amazing thing I've ever seen live in the game was just collectively Kevin Durant giving the Clippers 50.
That's up there too. That's up there. That's probably number 1, and the other thing is number 2.
Nah, for real. Seeing KD give them 50 was just I was surprised.
Because he could have scored 70.
Exactly. All right. D Hunt said, "What do y'all think about the Pels? I feel like we got a good chance at the AC. We got a lot of underrated players.
I agree.
I'm telling you right now, if the Pelicans, whoa, who was that? Randall? Julius Randle just dunked on him. Me?
Nah.
That was that was Amir Johnson. I think it was Amir Johnson.
Nah, I think it was the other guy that he get up like that.
Yeah, Jared Jackson Jr. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Hey, we need to actually let's do that. We should do that. Just make it just highlight, just like us reacting. But anyways,
oh shit. Okay, MV.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. No.
But I think that personally, looking at the Pelicans, I think they can beat the Lakers. I think that they can beat the Lakers.
No.
It'll be a very hard 7-game series.
No.
But I think they can beat the Lakers. I think the Pelicans can shock the world.
The reason why I don't get into beat the Lakers again, I saw it in person. I went to see the game against them. Like when Zion
was playing?
Yeah, when Zion was playing. He was 1 for 11 on unassisted buckets against the Pelicans. Like there are too big unless he gonna
How
come
is
back
Zion 1 for 11 against the Pelicans?
on unassisted buckets.
Against the Pelicans?
No, I mean not the Pelicans. The Lakers.
You talking about Zion or LeBron?
Zion.
Okay.
Against
Okay. Because you said that's why I was like, all right, go ahead.
Against the Lakers, the game when Caruso destroyed Lonzo shot that game, he was 1 for 11 on unassisted buckets. Unless Zion came back with like some stuff added to his game that he didn't have the previous 3 months, which maybe he has. Who knows? I can't see it this year. I can see the Lakers are a better team. I think that they can make it very interesting. I think they can make it a very interesting 5-game series. But I just can't see that yet. Not yet. Not right now. Not yet.
Yeah, Graham says Giannis made LeBron pass 95% of the time when he was guarding
Which game
him.
was this?
Lakers versus Bucks.
Not the second one. Maybe the first one. Not the second one.
He said he made him pass.
Not the second one.
Well, turn on the highlights.
No, he didn't.
Turn on the highlights then. I want to see the highlights.
Also, Giannis didn't want to smoke with Bron. Also, Giannis didn't want to smoke with Bron in the second game. He actually got hurt because he didn't want to smoke with Bron.
No, I disagree with that.
He got literally on that.
He got hurt because
that play.
That game is not the finals.
For the
Lakers, that was the finals. That wasn't the finals for the Bucks.
On that play, what happened was, if I'm not mistaken, he
drop a like. Go ahead.
He could have took LeBron straight to the cup. He didn't do that. He tried to like pass it out and reset or something like that. And then he ended up tripping over Avery Bradley. There were many times in that game in which I was looking for, like he did the first time he played, when he did the crown me now thing to bring the smoke to LeBron, and that didn't exactly happen in that game.
I don't want to hear that. What you mean? Why it didn't happen?
It didn't exactly happen.
Okay,
in that
then
game.
LeBron and it didn't exactly happen when LeBron did it.
Yeah, facts.
But also, that's the other thing that I love about it. Lakers fans love to act like the Bucks didn't win that first game.
No, they act like they won the first game.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
no,
they
didn't.
do.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
game.
No, they didn't. They act like they won a championship when the Bucks won. When the Bucks beat the Lakers in one game, and it was one game.
Same thing. The other game was one game.
The same thing with the Clippers. Same thing with the Clippers, but the Clippers beat the Lakers twice.
Yeah, but I don't think the Clippers. I don't think the Lakers can beat the Clippers.
I agree. I don't think the Lakers can beat the Bucks.
I think they got a good shot.
No, they can't.
I think they can beat the Bucks.
No, they can't. No.
I think they can beat the Bucks. I don't think that. I think the Lakers can beat the Bucks. I think the Bucks can beat the Clippers, and I think the Rockets can beat everybody outside of the Bucks if things go right.
Somebody said the only other thing any other contending team had over the Lakers was bench depth, particularly scores. Yeah, but the Lakers don't have as much depth anymore. So what are you saying?
They got Deion.
Bradley is gone. Stop mentioning Deion Waiters.
I still think Deion can play basketball. I think that Deion brings.
Stop mentioning Deion Waiters, J.R. Smith, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
I think that Deion brings a certain. I don't know what's wrong with your internet, by the way. Yeah. I think that Deion brings a certain element to the Lakers that they need.
This is a fire step. Go ahead.
I think that Deion brings a certain element to the Lakers that they need. They don't really have anybody who you can just get a ball to and be like, all right, figure this out.
Yeah, but is he gonna play?
Yeah, he gonna play. They need him to play. He gonna play. Now, how much he
gonna play?
Now, he not gonna be out there playing 30 minutes a game, but you can get him out there for 10, 15 minutes. There will be certain spots in which they'll need somebody to do what Deion does.
Maybe.
Especially against a team like the Clippers. If Bron out there getting hog-tied for 7 games straight by not well,
he gonna be getting hog-tied by the Bucks too. Giannis is gonna put that man LeBron in the clamps.
The thing, I mean,
what?
No.
Yes, defensive player of the year.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, but I still don't think Giannis is some great on-ball.
Okay, so what? So
I think Giannis is.
Okay. So how do you win? How do you win defensive player of the year being help defender?
Help defense. A lot of people win for help defense.
Who? Name them.
A lot of people.
Name them.
Marc Gasol won off.
He didn't win off no help defense.
Gee, you had
who else?
You had Tony Allen. You had Zebo. You had Mike.
Zebo not guard nobody.
Zebo can play defense.
Zebo not guard nobody.
Especially.
Zebo won't guard nobody.
Especially.
Oh, come on.
In that era.
Zebo won't guard nobody, bro.
Draymond didn't win it off help defense. Draymond one of the best help defenders ever.
Draymond didn't win off help defense.
Help defense, what he did a lot.
Nah. Man on man, he was still.
I mean, man on man, he's good, but
man on man, Draymond was shutting down AD.
No, he didn't shut down AD. AD was still going to have to give you 30 points. He just shot 40. He just shot 45.
Okay, but you the main one that said the same thing when we talking about Steph Curry. Yeah, but what did he shoot against this team or what did he shoot against this player or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. No. We got the Lakers and the Bucks highlights on right now.
Check it out.
We watching them. Go ahead.
Check it out though.
Go ahead.
Check it out though. Check it out though. That's not shutting down. If you score 30 points on 45% shooting. You did not shut me down. You slowed me down.
It depends. How much did y'all win?
Huh?
How much did y'all win by? Giannis definitely traveled right there. They didn't call it, but he traveled. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hey, I'm just if I scored 30 points on 45% shooting, you did not shut me down.
Yeah, he still during the regular season he did.
Who?
And that's when he won the award. Draymond Green.
Yeah, but he was also
That's
a
when he
great
won the
help
award
defender.
though.
Yeah, but he was also a great help defender.
Yeah, but that's when he won the award though.
Jesus, you just trucked that man.
No,
a lot
he
of
didn't truck
defense.
that man. That man feet was moving. Giannis trucking AD. Giannis gonna be doing it all finals long.
A lot of defense.
Get 80 out the paint.
A lot of defense.
So I said, get out of here. Draymond is not shutting down AD unless he kicks him in the nuts.
A lot of defense. A lot of defense, especially.
And Tuco Black, great job. That was funny.
A lot of defense, especially what you win awards for, is help defense though, because that's where you put up all the numbers with blocks and things like that. You're not getting too many blocks on ball.
Somebody says that's what's special about Giannis. Is nobody ever talks about his defense, which they really don't. Nobody ever talks about.
Because
I think Giannis might be the most underappreciated NBA superstar in modern history.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
has
is.
an MVP, G.
Huh?
He has an MVP, bro.
Yeah, but the general media
Yes,
and fan
do.
consensus is not in favor of him.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's in favor
Yes,
of
it
LeBron
is.
and Curry and KD and Kyrie.
Because they've been here longer.
I mean,
It's
Giannis been
not-
around.
it
Giannis
is.
been around. Giannis
Not
been
that
around.
long, though.
What you mean, 25 right now? He
Yeah.
got in the league when he was 18.
Yes.
That's 7 years.
Listen, but this Giannis thing really only been started the last 3 years, G. Trust me, when some of these guys move on, you will see the Giannis love that you want to see. Also, Giannis don't really talk too much. You don't really see Giannis out there. No,
Yeah, 'cause
people
he's from
appreciate
Greece.
Giannis. Exactly, but people appreciate Giannis, bro.
I
What
don't
you mean?
think they appreciate him.
Gee, the fans voted the man to have he had his own team for 2 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
He
But I
ain't
mean, he the
appreciate
MVP.
Giannis.
He should.
Exactly, that's appreciation. What more you
That
want?
ain't that much. I want more appreciation, more adulation.
All right, G. You really can't get more than like you got your own damn team than Team Giannis at the All-Star game. What more do you want? Literally, what more do you want?
D. Robinson said, Bron's second team all defense this year. What do you
I agree.
think?
I don't know if he gonna make it, but I
Nah,
agree.
he not.
Nah, he is.
No, he's
LeBron,
not.
no,
he's not.
LeBron's had a
Dwight
incredible
Howard
year.
is more second team than LeBron.
Both of them should be.
No, they shouldn't.
Yes, they
No, they
should.
should not.
They not look. What's gonna happen is first team probably gonna end up being Rudy Gobert. Probably gonna be Rudy Gobert. Like they probably gonna pick. They probably gonna pick Rudy Gobert. I would have said Jonathan Isaac, but he missed half the season.
You're not gonna talk about the defensive player of the year.
What?
Rudy Gobert not gonna get over Brook Lopez.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Because I don't know if people gonna put Brook Lopez top 3 in voting.
Yes,
I still
they will.
think, hold on. But if they do, I think that off name, and again, off name, and the fact Rudy is a great defender. Obviously, the Jazz slipped a little bit in defense this year, but that's not exactly
Rudy gonna be
his fault.
second team, which means Braun.
Rudy
not
gonna be
make
first
it.
team.
No, he's not.
Rudy's
no,
gonna be
no,
first
he's not.
team.
It's gonna be first team. Brook
over.
Lopez. It's
No,
gonna be
it's not.
Giannis. It's gonna be Brook Lopez, Giannis, and then who in the other four positions?
AD.
Okay,
gonna
Brook
be
Lopez,
Brook- it's
Brook
gonna be
Lopez,
Rudy
Giannis, AD, and then it's probably gonna be Ben
Marcus
Simmons,
Smart.
Ben Simmons and Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Then
probably.
second team,
It's
who
gonna
you got?
be- Second team is gonna be Brook Lopez because I think that Rudy
Nah.
gonna be first team.
Okay, well,
It's
then
gonna
it's
be Brook
still-
Lopez. It's gonna be Dwight not gonna make it, but LeBron James.
No,
No.
no.
I
Kawhi
would've
Leonard
said
gonna be
Jonathan
over LeBron James.
I think they're both gonna be on the team together. I
don't
would have
think- I don't
said
think LeBron gonna make it with.
I
Kawhi.
would have said Jonathan Isaac, but he not gonna make it.
I disagree with it. Is
He
he,
missed-
he had what did he?
He bone bruised in his knee or something like that. He didn't tell him it was a bone.
He
bruise
might
in
be
his
able to
knee.
make it for Orlando.
I don't know if he gonna make it.
If he plays in Orlando,
I don't know
he's
if he
there.
gonna play in Orlando.
If
though.
he plays in Orlando, he's there.
If he plays in Orlando, okay, but I don't know if
If he
gonna make
plays
it.
in Orlando,
If he plays in Orlando, fine.
If Jonathan Isaac plays, I'm not bullshitting. I'm sorry, and this is the first time I've
But I
cursed off
think-
podcast. If Jonathan Isaac plays in Orlando, he deserves to be on that second team all defense because 49, 50 games until he got hurt.
Did he play 50 games though?
He
Great.
played 40 something. He was in the 40s. It wasn't that early in the season. My phone is over there charging, so I think he still deserves. What I saw from him in that half of a season was better than what I saw
he
from
played
LeBron.
32 games.
Still
That ain't
40
enough.
games. I would put him over
That
there
ain't
over
enough.
LeBron. I saw more from
Jonathan
him.
Isaac been better defender than Kawhi this season as well.
And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not
mad at that.
Keep it G with you. I watched Kawhi all year. I didn't see too many moments in which he was playing some San Antonio type defense this season. Now, granted, it was the regular season, Granted, he wasn't healthy, but Kawhi wasn't some elite defender this season.
Nobody was testing him.
Who?
Nobody was testing him.
Who?
Nobody was testing him.
I saw Harden go at that man a couple times.
Yeah, Harden. Yeah, Harden was the MVP 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a situation. I saw Harden go at that man. I saw Bron go at that man. I saw the people.
Bron went against Kawhi successfully. Not really.
Again, the last time they played, yes, he did.
1 out of 3 times.
Last time he did, yes, they did.
No. Listen to yourself. 1 out of 3 times.
The first game they played, no.
First game they played, okay, no. Then so we even. I don't want to hear about it then.
I remember that Kuzma.
I don't want to hear about it then. We even. I don't want to hear about it then. That's what I'm saying. Lakers fans love to act like, and I'm not saying you're a Lakers fan, but Lakers fans love to act like three whole games between the Lakers and Clippers didn't happen.
They act like 3 whole games happened.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They act like that last game was a championship. And I wasn't rocking with that.
No, that's just the last memory that you got to ban them, like the season, basically, honestly.
Yeah.
Last memory got of the season, basically. That's the last memory I got of the season. I was like, yo.
Yeah, because you covered the game.
Yeah, I was like, yo, if that's how we got to end, I'm fine with that, bro. If it got to end with me. I wasn't fine with that. If it got to end with me covering Bron for free, G, it could end worse.
Somebody said he shouldn't make any All-NBA due to games missed. I disagree with that. Kawhi. He didn't miss that many games.
He didn't miss that many games. He didn't miss that many games. He wasn't out here wilding like that.
Yeah. But, all right, my girlfriend has decided to come in the kitchen and start making a bunch of noise, so I guess that's our cue to go. So we'll go ahead and go. You know, I mean, if you going anyways, go ahead.
I mean, are we going?
I mean, I don't know. But, all right, man, let's go ahead. Let's get out of here, man. It's been happy hour. We usually don't talk for 3 hours during happy hour anyways. But I will say this on the NBA's behalf. Now that we have begun down this path and down this road, I am interested to see what becomes of it. Very interested to see what becomes of it. I think that I don't think anybody can make their legacy, though. And I think that's the thing that all these players should understand, is that going into this, none of you all are going to make your legacy unless you are a B player that happens to become extraordinary and take over. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm serious. Like, we all know that these are extenuating circumstances, that not everybody is going to play for every team, that not every team is going to still have the same ability to finish the season, regardless of what we want to say. So I understand that the playoffs will boil down to what the playoffs will be. And it might have been what they would have been, but we will never know. And therefore, this is not going to put an extra cap in anybody's feather for me. The only thing that I'm going to be looking at this as, I disagree with that, by the way, is that those that you win. I think those that should win. And if you don't win, then I'm going to look at it as the same as if you don't win. But I'm also not going to look at the Lakers, and if the Lakers win, look at this as, this is the biggest success in Lakers history. No, it's not. This will probably rank the lowest on every Lakers championship ever. And that's the point.
I disagree with that. I disagree with everything you're saying right now.
Oh, you can. It's fine. That's what we built all this off of. But
I think that because the circumstances, I think that because the circumstances are special, it would always stick out. Because there would hopefully would never be another time. Hopefully, would never be another time like this.
It'll be an asterisk next to it, the same way it was during all the other lockout seasons or the other shortened seasons.
Sure, but then after time passes, all you remember is who won. Ain't no, like, people who didn't see it don't remember asterisks. And also, you can go through every single championship ever and find an asterisk.
Trust me, people will remember this season.
And you can go through every single championship afterwards and find and find an asterisk. Also,
but a deadly pandemic is not the same asterisk.
Some kid who's born in 2025 who wakes up in 2050 and wants to know who won the championship in 2020 don't care that this happened. All they see is that this person won. They don't know how it happened.
Yeah, but wins and losses doesn't have anything to do with context. Context is what historians, which you and I consider ourselves to be, is what we do. And
sure, and in context, they won.
And as a historian, this is not
special
to me. It's not special.
I disagree with that. Context
There's nothing about this that is special.
If you win, you win.
There's nothing about this that is special because a lot of the players didn't even want to play.
I disagree.
But they
with
all
that.
said that's bullshit.
I mean, a
lot of the players
a lot
of the players did not want to play.
I'm not disagreeing with the fact
they
that
agreed that it was business and that they needed to make their money. And I'm not upset with them for doing it.
I'm not disagreeing with the fact that
so
they didn't want to play.
So therefore, no, it don't mean the same. Even a lot of guys been saying that they out of shape. It's not going to mean the same.
I'm not saying that I disagree with the fact that players said that. I don't know what the players want to do. Who knows?
It won't mean the same.
I'm saying that if you win, you win, and I'm gonna treat it the same way you won anything. If you win, you win. I'm not gonna give you less points because this happened. Nah, you won, so you get kudos and props from me. If you win, you win.
This is not UFC fighting where it's 1-on-1, and if it's two of y'all in the octagon, nobody else in the world matters. This is about 10 to 30 guys on basketball teams that will be on the floor at any given time and that will be around each other at any given time, fighting for a common goal for usually a full year without a 3-month hiatus. It's not going to be the same. So if somebody fluke and win, yeah, you get your credit for winning their championship, but I'm not like whoever wins the championship this year is looked at almost lower than what the Raptors did last year.
The Raptors, I don't look at that.
I think the Raptors winning was one of the biggest flukes in NBA history.
I disagree with that. I told you I was going to win before the series.
Yeah, but you also didn't consider that Klay Thompson would tear his ACL.
I don't care if he didn't tear his ACL. I still thought they was going to win.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing, though.
I don't care.
How does that make sense?
Because again,
how does that make sense when you the same motherfucker that argue with me about Kyrie and Kevin Love?
No,
and
I
how
don't.
Kevin, that's a lie. That's a guy.
I ain't said that forever. When the last time I said that?
You're a liar.
When the last time I said that? I said, hold on. All I said was we never got the finals that we deserved, but they won. But they won. I don't take it away from them. I don't look at it as any less.
No. If there's a but, then it's not the same thing.
I don't look at it as
if it's a but, it's not the same thing.
You ain't never seen.
That's a lie.
You ain't never heard me.
That's a lie. You disrespect the World Championship that year all the time.
Not no more.
You said if Kyrie and Kevin Love to get hurt, they would have won.
That's cool.
You said all the time.
But they won. That's cool. They won. But they won. Ain't nothing I can say about that. And also again, I never thought that they was gonna win that series because I didn't think KD was healthy enough to play. I told you before they was gonna win in 6. What happened? They won in 6. Clay could have played the whole series.
It wasn't about KD.
Clay could have played the whole series.
He didn't play the whole series.
I don't care.
He did not play the whole series.
He got hurt. When he got hurt,
it was different.
When he got hurt, it was 13 minutes left and they was up 4. They could have won the game.
They were
Raptors
up.
had to come
they
back.
were up.
They had to come back.
They were up.
The Raptors had to come back to win the game.
But they were up.
They lost on the Steph Curry 3.
But they
if he
were
makes
up.
It, they win and go to game
But
7.
they were up.
It didn't make that
but
big
they
of a
were
difference.
up.
It didn't make that big of a difference. They could have won the game still. You played 12 minutes without the man.
It was a fluke. Like
Ain't
I
no
said,
fluke.
it was a fluke. The Raptors championship.
Steph could have hit that damn 3 at the end of the damn game.
No, it
ain't no fluke.
It was a fluke.
They won that game fair and square. It wasn't no fluke.
A fluke.
I disagree with that.
Once Klay Thompson tore his ACL, we all knew it was over.
I vehemently disagree with that.
Once Klay Thompson
no, we didn't know it was over.
I knew it was over. I've been spending the past 5 years watching.
Nigga, when Danny Green threw that damn ball on the bounds, you wasn't looking at the front team like, oh shit, here we go. Steph gonna make it. Lie to me. We was sitting right here.
I was hopeful. That don't mean I didn't know it was over.
Okay, G.
You didn't think I knew it was over?
No.
That's a lie.
I didn't think
I wasn't even in that. I wasn't even in town to do hoops and brews. I was all the way out the way. Once Klay got hurt, it was over.
No, you wouldn't. G.
Go back and look at my tweets. Go back. Google Hoops and Brews tweet from that day. When Klay got hurt, and I guarantee you, I said,
watched it together.
Damn, Klay hurt, he out, it's over.
We watched it together.
And when Klay went out, I said it was over. Regardless of if the fan in me wanted them to win the game, when Klay tore his ACL, it was over.
It was
over.
They still could have won that game,
It was
bro.
over.
They were
when
up.
KD tore his ACL, it was over.
You mean when Klay?
I'm sorry. When KD tore his Achilles, it was over.
No, it wasn't.
When Klay tore his ACL, it was over.
They won that game.
That's 2 injuries. Look at that. In one series.
I disagree with that. They were up 4. They had to come back to win. They started the 4th quarter with the lead. I think they were still leading up until like 5 minutes left in the game. Nah. They very well could have won the game.
No.
Steph had a shot to win it at the end. He missed.
You've discredited the Warriors 2015 championship
no,
for
I don't.
years. And now
I
all
just
of a
said,
sudden,
no, I don't. Literally, bro. all I have ever said is we never got the Warriors Cavs finals we deserve.
We never got the Warriors Rockets series. I'm sorry. The Warriors Raptors series.
If you want to say that, that's fine. But I'm not gonna take it away from them.
I'm taking
I never
it away
take it away from the Warriors.
Yes, you have.
No,
You have.
No, I wouldn't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
It's hours and hours of it on the internet.
I said,
go back and rewatch any of them things where he's ever talked about their championship. And the first thing he says is if Kyrie and Kevin Love ain't get hurt. And you also say Steph didn't deserve the MVP because you always like, Steph cooked deli. Steph go get some credit for cooking deli. Steph get credit for cooking deli when Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt. No, you've been saying that since we started this show.
Me saying that Kyrie and Kevin Love got hurt, that they would have won, is not discrediting the championship. Yes, I think they would have won. Same year, the next year, I don't think if Steph don't get hurt or if somebody don't get suspended, I think the Warriors would have won that. Don't mean I'm discrediting. This shit happened. It's fucking amazing.
So you ain't ever said that because Kyrie got hurt, Steph Curry had to have Dellavedova guard him, so therefore he had an easier time in the finals.
First of all, he didn't have easy time in the finals. Della was strapping that man clean up, number one.
He was strapping him up. Yes, he was strapping him up, even though he still averaged 27, 28.
Yeah, Steph had one fire game.
Actually, no, I think he averaged, 25, 6, and 6?
Steph had one fire game.
25, 6, and 6.
Steph had one fire game.
25, 6, and 6.
Hey, check
25, 6, and 6.
Check it out.
Who won the series, though?
Yeah, the Warriors.
All right, then.
Check it out.
Who was the best player on the best team?
Who
was the best player on the team that won?
Iggy.
He was the best player?
Iggy.
No, he wasn't. You're lying.
That's why he won MVP.
No. Most valuable and best are two different things. Who was the best player on that team? He was not the best player on that team.
It was Iggy.
No, he was not.
It wasn't Steph. Steph had
one
fire
player
game.
on the team.
Steph had one fire game and they closed
Iggy averages was 15, 5, and 5 over them 3 games.
Literally.
This is what I'm talking about.
Literally.
This is what I'm talking about.
He had one fire game the whole series. It was game 5. It was a great game. Obviously, but he had one fire game.
Once KD and Clay got hurt, it was over.
It wasn't.
You've been telling me for years that once Kyrie kneecap exploded, that the series was over, but now all of a sudden you got some more basketball knowledge. Now all of a sudden you got revisionist history. It's on both of these channels. This and YouTube.com/hoops and brews. Go back and rewatch it and tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Listen.
It's proof.
This has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
It does.
And also, listen, actually, after going back and rewatching that series, which I've done mad times because they come on every day with all the emotion out of it, the Cavs still could have won that series.
That's my point exactly.
They could have won that series.
That's my point exactly.
But look,
LeBron lost that series.
Listen,
LeBron lost it. Don't get that credit to Iggy. Don't get that credit to Iggy. Don't get that credit to Iggy. LeBron lost that series.
Listen. Iggy played great defense. He forced the man to shoot 38%. He shot 38% in that series. He played great defense. And when he got searched to the starting lineup, that changed the series.
Green went on the floor. Andrew Bogut went on the floor.
Yeah, but who was guarding most of the time was Iggy. Iggy was the primary defender on LeBron. Now, yeah, he had help, Draymond Green and guys like that, but Iggy was the primary defender on LeBron for that series.
Iggy didn't stop LeBron this series.
No, but he made him shoot 38%.
The whole team did. Like people love to disrespect and this is part of the thing that I had, and part of the problem that I have with y'all. Those Warrior teams were some of the greatest defensive teams of all time.
Who said they weren't? Whatever I said they weren't.
So why is it that Andre Iguodala gets all the credit for one of the greatest defensive teams of all time, being one of the greatest defensive teams of all time? But you're giving him the bulk of the credit for stopping LeBron when I just told you Draymond Green and Andrew Bogut was behind him.
I said that he was the primary defender. Yes, and I said that he was the primary defender. And also, when he got inserted into the starting lineup in game, I think it was 4, when they were down 2-1 in Cleveland, and Iggy got inserted in the starting lineup and had 21 points. Probably had the biggest, most important game of the series.
Who had more points that game?
Iggy.
No, who had more points that game? Iggy or Steph?
I actually don't know. Let me go look.
Steph.
But if you go back and watch the game,
If you go back and watch the game, Steph had the most points in that game. Probably had 5 assists and 5 rebounds. Yeah,
but
and Iggy probably had 21, 5, and 5. Steph.
Yeah, but you got to go back and watch that game.
Nah,
if you go back and watch the game,
I saw him live.
If you go back and watch the game.
I saw them live in person.
Actually, nope. Both of them had 22 points.
Okay, then exactly.
Both of them had 22.
Nobody outscored anybody. How many
both of them had 22.
What else? What's the other stats?
Iggy had 22, 1 and 8. Steph had 22, 7 and 1 with 4 turnovers. Iggy had 1 turnover. Steph is a plus 18. Iggy's a plus 16.
I love how you bring that 4 turnovers out.
He had 4 fucking turnovers.
What was the 8 he had?
What?
8 what? Rebounds or assists?
Who, Iggy?
No, Steph.
Steph had 7 assists. Iggy had 8 rebounds.
All right, bro.
He got inserted into the starting lineup and it changed the game. It changed the series.
He wasn't the best
did.
player on that team. Stop it.
He got inserted. That's why he.
He was not the best player on that team.
Okay,
he was not the best. No, he was the most.
So why he get MVP?
Because Harrison Barnes was getting smoked by LeBron James every game.
So he was the most valuable player of that series.
That doesn't mean you're the best player. No, that's not the truth. That's not that.
If you're the most valuable player on the floor and the most important,
Tony Parker won MVP. He won the best player on that team. When he won Finals MVP, he won the best player on that team.
In that Finals, he was the best player.
He had the best series because nobody could guard him.
And in that Finals, he was the best player on the floor for the Spurs.
All right, bro.
He wasn't in that Finals.
He was the most valuable player on the floor for the Spurs.
For those.
Take Tim Duncan, who was the best player off that team, and tell me what they do. That's my point. That's my whole point.
No.
You can be valuable and be valuable. But that don't mean you the best. You're not the best.
Hold on.
Value and best are two different things.
Look. We're arguing two different things. We're arguing two different things.
We're arguing the same thing.
No, listen. You can be the best player.
Finals MVP ain't the best. It's who was the most valuable in that series, bro.
This is also why I think the Finals MVP is an overrated award, because again, it's just about who played the best over a stretch of 6 games. 6 or 7 games.
It's not about who played. Iggy played the best. Iggy played good for 4 games.
Listen, bro. Damn. Listen. Obviously, Tim Duncan was the best player on the team. Obviously, but for those 4 games, Tony Parker was the best player on the court.
Because Tim Duncan was out there and allowed him to exploit his matchups, and they ran pick and rolls, and Tony Parker was able to attack the pick and rolls, in which Duncan
played the best. And which allowed him to be the best player on the court.
Was the one that was setting the screen and roll and allowing Tony to get open. And Tim Duncan at that point in time was the MVP or former MVP and one of the best players in the league. Why do you think Tony Parker had a great game? Because Tim Duncan was on the floor.
But but you can't dump all the credit on Tim Duncan.
Right. I'm not. Tony Parker deserved his final MVP.
Tony Parker still had to do it.
He was the most valuable this season. He wasn't the best.
He was the best player on the court for both teams. You can always set the screens and do everything you can always set the screens and do all that. You can do all that. Cool. Somebody still got to go out there and get it done. He was the best player on the court for that series.
It's a difference. Dennis Rodman was the most valuable player on the Bulls in 1996. Michael Jordan was the best player.
And
guess what? And even when you look at who won the awards,
I don't even agree with that.
Dennis Rodman was. Yes, he was. In that finals, he was the most.
He was the best player on the team for the Bulls. He should have won the award.
In that finals, he was the most valuable.
He was the best.
He was the most valuable.
He was the best.
The most valuable.
He was the best.
How many points did a game did Mike average?
Like 28 on 40 like 2% shooting.
So what they doing without what they doing without them 28?
What they doing without them offensive rebound records off of Jordan bricks? They don't win that series.
Value and best are two different things. Mike was the best. Dennis was the most valuable at that point.
I disagree with that in that series. I think Rodman was the best player on
series dictate your.
I think Rodman was the best player on the court in that series.
Series dictate your value. The NBA is chess. It ain't checkers.
I mean, obviously,
No. This is my point. Series dictate your value. It's a reason why Robert Horry's value in late games and late in the playoffs was so high.
But Robert Horry would never be the best player on the court.
That's not
ever.
But that's not my point. That doesn't mean that he at certain points in time could not be the most valuable player on the court.
Yeah, but we talking about for a stretch of 6 games. No, Rodman was the best player on the Bulls for that stretch of 6 games.
Yeah, but there have been other players. But there have been other players that haven't been the best player on their team that have won MVP. That doesn't mean that they were the best players. That won finals, yes. That won the best player on the team, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my point. So therefore, it's about your value in that series. You were valuable in that series. That don't mean you the best player on the team or the best player on the court. You were the most valuable, and there's nothing wrong with that. You deserve that award.
No, that means they were the best. If they win, that means they were most likely the best player on the best team that won.
All right, G.
They were the best player on the best team that won.
They got the finals MVP on themselves is the black dude.
Cedric Maxwell. He probably was the best player in that series. I haven't watched. He probably was the best player in the series. In that series, on the team, hell no, it's Larry Bird. But in that series, he's probably the best player on the court for both teams. It can happen like that.
All right, Cedric Maxwell.
The best player on the team ain't the best player on the court every night.
Cedric Maxwell had some smooth games while Larry Bird was still doing what Larry Bird do, and everybody underappreciated it. And that's what I'm talking about.
But listen.
I'm cool with you saying Finals MVP was the most valuable in that series. I agree. That don't mean you the best player.
The best player on the court.
Iggy wasn't even the best player on the court. Steph wasn't even the best player on the court. LeBron was.
Okay, that's fair. I said the best player on the winning team usually is the person who gets the award. That don't mean you the best player on the
He's
team. It
not
just means
the
for this
best.
select amount of game, you were the best player.
He was not the best player, though.
Yes, he
was not. He was the most effective and most
was
valuable at his position for what they needed, because the guy that they had that was in his second or third year, and he couldn't go against LeBron James, who was arguably the second greatest basketball player of all time.
He's the best player in the court.
That's like having Harrison Barnes guard Michael Jordan. Hell yeah, you're going to sit his ass down and put Iggy on the floor. That don't mean Iggy better than Steph.
They inserted Iggy into the starting lineup, and for those last 3 games, he was the best player on the court for the Warriors. Outside of Game 5, in which Steph had 37-point game.
Steph matched him in that game, that in the very game that you just spoke about.
So
if he matched him and then outplayed him in another game, because
if you go, even if you look at because even if you look at shooting percentages,
Steph still got to go out there and score.
That's cool, but he shot better from the floor than him. Now he shot better from obviously Steph shot better from 3, but he shot better from the floor from the man. And again, we got to go back and watch the games. Like, when did Steph score these buckets? Did he go ghost in the fourth quarter, or did Iggy score 8 points in the fourth quarter? I'm not sitting here watching the game, so I don't remember.
I watched the games, and I'm telling you.
Okay, so tell me, how many points Iggy scored in the fourth quarter?
I don't care. No.
You don't care? That don't matter?
No. Stop. Because this is part of the problem that I have with all of these people, and including you. Y'all are so past the times. Y'all don't watch the games. And that's literally what we started the phrase and built this brand off of. Watch more basketball. I sat there game after game in agony watching for 3 years straight or 2 years straight. Harrison Barnes, every time he got an open opportunity in the corner.
So you trying to tell me that I haven't went back and watched the series?
It's not about you going back and watching the series. You talking to me about points, and I watched the games, and I know what.
And I'm telling you what I watched.
But you're talking to me about specific points.
And I'm telling you literally what I watched. I remember sitting up late one night being like, "Damn, this why Iggy won this award."
All right, bro.
Yeah, Steph did what he did, but it was about when Iggy did what he did.
Steph did what he did, but it's about what Iggy did in spots. That don't make you the best player on the team. That make you the most valuable.
He was
you just
best.
proved my point,
no, he
and
was
I'll
the
leave
best.
it there.
No, he was
you
the
said
best.
in spots. You said what Iggy did in spots, and
he was the best
exactly
player.
what I just
He was
said.
the best player
in spots.
on the court.
In spots.
Listen,
he was the
best
in spots,
player.
like you just said. In spots.
He was the best player on
in spots.
No, because even if you look at the closeout game, Steph played terrible.
All right.
He wasn't consistently the best player on the court. You could damn near argue that was a team win, and the team was the best player on the court.
So the game to put them up in the series didn't matter, huh? Only the closeout game.
What?
That
was the one fire game he had. He had one fire game.
He still averaged 25, 5 and 5.
And it was not
25,
impressive.
6 and 6.
And it was not impressive. He had one fire game. You say Harden sucked all the time, and he be averaging fucking 30.
Yeah, but Harden never, and when I say never, and when I say never, I mean never has a fire game to put them up and win the series. And it's never when it matters. And if you're going to tell me it's when it matters, you're going to name every time that's in a second round. You're going to name a second round game. You're going to name a second round game, or you're going to name a series in which they lost.
No,
you're going to name a second round game or a series in which they lost. And if you're not, you're going to go back to when he was in his second or third year playing with Oklahoma City before he was James Harden.
And listen.
You're lying.
And listen.
Fuck out of here.
And listen, if you out here naming numbers to prove somebody did something well, then when the man averaged 30, you can't go out and say that man sucked. You can say he didn't play his best, but you can't say that man sucked.
Without his 25 points a game, what you think they doing?
I mean, obviously. Without what Iggy did,
without his 25, 5 and 5 a game. How you average 25, 5 a game and you suck?
He wasn't great.
No.
I never said he sucked.
How you average 25, 5 and 5 a game and you suck?
I never said he sucked.
How you average 25, 5 a game and you mediocre?
I never said he sucked. I said it was mediocre. We can go game after game.
And LeBron was mediocre in both of them finals in which they lost.
We can go game after game.
LeBron was mediocre in both of them finals in which they lost when KD was playing.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Because by your standards, LeBron just put up numbers, and game after game, KD outplayed him.
Listen.
Game after game, Kevin Durant outplayed that man.
Listen.
LeBron was mediocre in 2018 and 2017.
Game after game. Game 2 in which Steph had a chance to win the game in overtime. Airballed the shot.
When LeBron win the game, did LeBron win the game when the JR thing happened, or did he go to the sideline and soak?
No.
Did he win any other game after that? Nah, he didn't. He was mediocre. He was mediocre.
Listen, hold on.
He was mediocre.
Hold on. Wait, but listen. That one game was one of LeBron's best finals performances. Not
no, it wasn't. He was mediocre. They lost the game. They lost the game. He was mediocre.
Relax.
They lost the game. They lost the game. He was mediocre. Them numbers don't matter. Do you win the game? You told me Iggy was the best player because he made plays in spots to help them win. So how was LeBron? How was LeBron not mediocre when they lost?
What are you talking about? I didn't say you couldn't be mediocre and fucking. What are you talking about?
So Iggy was mediocre?
No, he was great.
Okay then. So how was LeBron great and they lost?
Because you can still be great and lose.
Nah.
It happens all the damn time. You could be great and lose. You could be mediocre and win.
Because Iggy got them finals MVPs because they won. That's my point.
Because he was great. They won because of his performances. He helped win.
And they didn't win because LeBron performances, so he was mediocre. He was mediocre. LeBron was mediocre.
They didn't win because they had a team that
because
was nowhere
LeBron
near
was mediocre.
No, they had a team. They didn't win because they had a team that was nowhere near as good.
Because LeBron was mediocre. That's why they didn't win. They had 3 future Hall of Famers on that team, did they not?
The Cavs?
In 2017, 2018?
Yeah, and they weren't as good as the Warriors, who got one of the best teams of all time.
Did you tell me LeBron is number 2 all time?
Okay, that's great. And you told me that Steph Curry and Kevin Durant 2 top 10 players.
I didn't. I said Steph Curry is 12 and 11. I said Steph Curry is 11 and Kevin Durant's 12.
So
I've never put them into my top 10. Don't lie on me.
Okay.
Go back and Google that shit. I've said it from the
out.
beginning. Steph Curry 12, Kevin Durant number 11. I also said I'll switch them.
Players.
And
2 top 15 players.
And what's your point?
They lost series. They had a better team. The Warriors team was a better team.
That's debatable.
No,
that's debatable.
No,
the Cavaliers had the best player.
No,
the Cavaliers had the best player in the whole league, according to you.
Oh, I think. No, look. I think LeBron James was the best player. You would tell me Kevin Durant. I think LeBron James the best player.
I'm not talking about to me. I'm talking about to you.
Yeah, to me, LeBron
because it's your point we arguing. It's your point, not my point.
Yeah. To me, LeBron the best player, but you would tell me Kevin Durant. That's not a hands down. He's the best player on the court.
It wasn't a hands down. Iggy was the best player on the court, but you telling me he was?
I mean,
exactly. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. People love to argue for Iggy when it benefit their argument, but then when you put it into context with other players, you can't say the same thing because it was different because of how?
No, because you taking it and shape shifting my whole complete point. And
I'm not. How am I shape shifting it?
Because look, I literally just said in the moments in the games that matter,
Iggy was the one. No, you said the spots. You didn't say moments. You said spots.
Iggy was the one.
You said spots.
Who, when they inserted him into the starting lineup, won the game.
You said in spots.
Okay, that's part of being the best. Show up in the spots that matters. If you score 20 points in the damn first quarter, I don't care. If you score 20 in the fourth, motherfucker, you the best.
Robert Horry, the greatest player to ever play basketball.
He's not.
Because he always showed up in the spots that matter. So therefore, he is the best. He also got 11 rings or 7 rings or however many rings Robert Horry got.
Now you taking my point completely out of context.
Because if I put it in the same context with the play, because Robert Horry has won his team championships. Have he not?
No.
What?
When he won a team championship? He hit one shot.
The conference finals that year was a championship. Was it not? Lie to me.
No.
Lie to me.
Listen.
Lie to me. Lie to me and tell me you didn't just make a video saying that the Kings would have beat the Nets.
He hit a great shot. That's a great shot. He hit a shot. That's a great shot. That's one shot.
They don't call him Big Shot Bob for no reason.
Probably 8.
It don't matter.
Probably 8.
He came up big in the spots that you need him to play.
He came up big.
No, in the spots you need him. Numerous times over his career, he's come up big in these spots.
He came up there and shot a shot. Cool. That's completely different for somebody being inserted into the lineup when you're down 2-1, going out and giving you 22, and the series completely changes. Different.
So winning the game when you're on the road to force a game 7 ain't as big as
when did that happen?
When the Kings when did the force a game 7 in a way?
Nah.
Or did they send him home?
Nah, that was at the crib. Talking about that Robert Horry shot. Nah,
that shot wasn't in LA.
Yes, it was.
It was in LA?
Yeah.
No, it was in Sacramento.
No, it was in LA. I misspoke. It was actually game 4. If they would have, I think they would have went down 3-1. That game tied the series, and then if I'm not mistaken, I think the Kings went back and won game 5, and then I think the Lakers won the last 2 games.
Yeah, you're right. It was
in LA.
Yeah, it was in LA. Yeah, it was in LA.
Yeah, it was in LA.
Okay.
But no, I went back and watched that Warriors series.
Still.
I've watched that series mad times. The Cavs didn't have to lose that
Exactly.
series.
Even they in the comments. Got you, Pavy. Exactly.
How?
Exactly. Even they know in the comments. I'm not trying to tongue twist this man, but when you start using his own points against him, when you start using Pavy's own points against him, then it's like, nah, you twist them out. I'm not twisting your word. I'm using your word.
No,
how?
Because
I just told you Iggy came up big in spots.
No,
you needed him to play defense.
And
that
score.
Was his, you did not need him to score.
So the 22 points ain't matter?
Yeah, they matter. But if you're starting, you better be scoring. The guy that you replacing was averaging 15 to 16 a game.
If you go out there and give me 22
the guy you replacing averaging 16 a game.
I
don't expect you to score when you start starting.
Points, that shit matters.
Huh?
And if you give me 22 points, that shit matters. On the road,
yeah, but the other guy gave you 22 and he gave you 25, 5 and 5 the whole season.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the whole series.
Yes, but again, go back and watch that series, G. Usually in the moments in which you needed that man to step up, he wasn't doing it. Outside of Game 5, when he went crazy. Game 5 is the one great game he had in that series. He had no other great game.
How you like I said, how you average 25,
it's
5
just
and 5
numbers.
in one. Okay.
It's just
then
numbers.
It's just numbers when LeBron put up numbers and losses. It's just numbers.
If you want to say that,
it's
cool. I disagree with you.
Mediocre.
If you want to say that, cool. I disagree
mediocre.
with you.
He was mediocre.
I disagree with you.
I disagree with you too.
Listen.
I disagree with you too.
Listen. I think that in 2017, LeBron had an incredible series. Now, was he better than Kevin Durant? I mean, probably not. But same time, I think the Warriors had a better basketball team. I think they had I think that 2017 team is arguably one of the greatest teams in basketball history. I think the Cavs had a really good team. It just wasn't them.
Yeah, LeBron wasn't Kevin Durant. Because he got outplayed in every game in the finals with Kevin Durant. Yes, he did.
Not exactly.
He literally outplayed Kevin Durant in one game, and that was it. Other than that, Kevin Durant outplayed him in every game in all them finals.
That's fair.
So that's my point.
That's fair.
He was mediocre.
No, but that don't mean you were mediocre.
He was mediocre.
He was mediocre. No, that means KD had an all-time great finals performance.
And that means LeBron was mediocre.
That means KD had an all-time great finals performance. For instance, check it out. One of the reasons why I don't think the valuable thing is what that award means is because I think Kyrie was the most valuable player in 2016 over LeBron, and he didn't get that damn award.
I disagree with that. I only disagree with that because at a certain point in time, LeBron locked in on both ends of the ball, and Kyrie was always locked in on offense.
He had to play defense. He had to play defense.
He had to play defense, but he wasn't. He wasn't stopping nobody in that series.
Yeah,
Steph had his way in that series.
When?
Huh?
When he had his way in that series? In which games was this? The first three?
He wasn't stopped.
He wasn't playing great either.
Yeah, but Kyrie
didn't go out there.
Yeah, but that's because of Steph. That wasn't because Kyrie was D'ing him up. Steph Curry was missing a ton of open shots, and that was also after he had come off of being out for 2 weeks, and everybody was like, "Oh, he tired finally from the MCL."
Yes, I feel you. But Kyrie still had to play defense.
No. I didn't take away from Kyrie because I just told you Kyrie was great. But I understand why LeBron got Finals MVP because LeBron was playing defense, and LeBron was the one that made the block and the free throws to seal the game.
Yeah, hold on. But
so
again,
even if it was neck and neck, LeBron blocked and free throws.
Yeah, but at the same time, Kyrie hit one of the biggest shots in NBA history.
But I made the block to get you there and put the game out of reach.
Also, in Game 5, when they was down 3-1, I know both of them had 41, but Kyrie 41 meant so much more. I know they both had 41, but Kyrie 41 meant so much more.
That's one game, though. That's the same thing I'm talking about with Iggy.
You
gonna talk to me about 1 or 2 games, but I'm talking about the whole series. I
feel you
on both sides of the ball.
But even in Game 6, Kyrie was cold. In Game 7, again, Kyrie after nobody scored for 5 minutes, hit probably the big one, arguably a top 3 shot in basketball history.
Yes, but what was LeBron doing at the same time? That's my point. The same argument I have with Steph. What was Steph doing at the same time? What was LeBron doing at the same time?
Listen.
Therefore, I can't.
And look. Listen, I understand why Bron got the award because I do think Bron was the quote unquote best player in the series on both sides of the ball, all 7 games. But Kyrie was the most valuable. So my point is, the award usually goes to who was the best player on the winning team, and not always the most valuable. It goes to the best player because the most valuable, in my opinion, was Kyrie Irving. I know what Bron did consistently.
It don't go to the best player. LeBron was more valuable than Kyrie.
I don't know if I can say that, G.
I'm telling you he was more valuable because LeBron was still LeBron.
I can't say that,
and still had to play defense at a high clip.
I can't say that, G. I can't say that, bro.
LeBron played some of the best defense I've seen LeBron play in the finals in that series.
Nah, it's not. No.
Yes, he did.
The Miami finals was better.
He was
the
all
Miami
over.
Finals defensively were better. The Miami The Miami finals defensively better.
Which ones? The first
2013 was better, and 2012 was
2012 was not better.
Yes,
Kevin Durant was sending that man to hell. The referees was the reason why the Oklahoma City Thunder didn't have a chance in that series.
No, it's not.
And that man got fouled in the game. Should have won the shots free throws.
One game. The other
game. He wasn't strapping nobody up.
He didn't strap nobody up in that series. Who the hell he strapped up?
Yeah, but he played great defense.
He played great defense
and
in the other 2 series.
When you needed him to make the plays to win the game, he made those plays.
And Kyrie made those plays as well.
And he didn't make those plays on defense, though. That's what I'm saying. LeBron in that finals was equally as much of a monster on offense as he was.
And check it out. You could say LeBron didn't make those plays on offense.
Kyrie
made them.
I disagree with that, bro.
Even in Game 5, LeBron.
Even Harrison Barnes was terrible in that series.
Yeah, because Harrison Barnes was terrible. They was leaving that man open. He was literally missing.
I agree, but also
just missing. Literally, they would leave Harrison Barnes
In
open and he would
2016?
miss. Yes. They would leave him wide open.
Yeah, but also,
they were playing 4 or 5
part
basketball.
of it was because he couldn't get a rhythm because LeBron was on him.
Harrison Barnes was also just terrible.
And also LeBron was on him.
Harrison Barnes was also
and
just
also
terrible.
LeBron was on
And
him
also
because
Harrison Barnes was
LeBron
also
won
just
guarding Clay.
And Harrison Barnes was also just
And
terrible.
LeBron was on him.
And he was also just terrible.
Replace him with JaMychal Green, and you tell me that Harrison Barnes is gonna have a better series.
I mean, probably not. But also,
LeBron was on him.
I mean,
LeBron was on him.
I mean, probably not. But again, same time, replace somebody with Kyrie. You telling me that like Steph don't play better?
I mean, you just told me that Dellavedova made Steph Curry had a tough series. So I mean,
yes.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yes. But the year before he played was better than the 2016 finals. 2016 is probably his worst finals performance. Now, yes, you could say he was hurt, but that shit ain't supposed to happen.
I mean, still, but even if you,
That's his worst finals performance.
Yeah, but if he was,
it might be his worst playoff series in general.
Yeah, but like you said, but the whole quote unquote, well, if he was hurt,
If he was hurt, I feel you, but
like I said, I don't give him an excuse. He didn't play as well as he needed to play in that series. He in game 5, 6, and 7, he should have been the guy to put them away.
But again, this is
and whether it be about his burst or what he had or didn't have.
But again, he
didn't do it. But let's go ahead. Let's wrap this up.
This is also why I think Finals MVP is an overrated award, because it's just about your performance over 6 games. This does not quantify what you did throughout the rest of the season or how you got there, which is why I think it's a very overrated award. Sure, you can be the best player on the court because of matchup and because of situation for 6 games. That don't mean that you were the best player on the team. I think Finals MVP is an overrated award in general.
I don't think it's an overrated award. I just think that people have to stop conflating Finals MVP with meaning you were the best player. That just means that you were the most valuable in that scenario. And there's nothing
I think that
wrong
means you
with
were the
that.
best player on the court.
I disagree with that.
Because how many times? Because there
have been guys that have been Finals MVP that were not the best player on the court. They just had the best series.
That's what it's about. You had the best series. You were the best. If you had the best series,
player. No, it's not, because basketball is matchup based. So if
exactly,
the coach exploits
the
a
matchup allowed you to be the best player.
You're the best player in the series.
The matchup allowed you to be the best player on the court in that series.
That means you were the most valuable piece that we plugged in and we found a deficiency.
And you excelled in that role. And you excelled in your role.
But if the other guys that are still the guys and still the best players on the team don't perform, you don't win that series.
And you excelled in that role. You played the best out of anybody on that team. You excelled in your role the best out of anybody on that team. Sure, they did what they did. Now, did they do what they do the same way they did throughout the rest of the season? Maybe not. Maybe they were a little bit below it.
Because if the Heat would have won the championship in 2011, D Wade still wouldn't have been the best player on the floor. He would have had the best series. LeBron would have still been the best player.
What the fuck finals did we watch? D Wade was the best player on the Heat. And then finally, LeBron literally forgot how to play basketball.
LeBron had one of the worst series.
He wasn't the best player on the court.
Huh?
So he wasn't the best player on the court for that set of games? No, he wasn't.
But just because you're the best player on the court don't mean you show up. Look at James Harden. That's my whole point. Just because you are the best player on the floor doesn't mean you show up. That's why coaches exploit matchups in the finals.
Whoa! You took this so far, debate.
No, I didn't.
Do you honestly look me in my eye and tell me anytime that the Warriors and Rockets play, you thought Harden's best player on the court? You thought he was better than Steph? Because I don't even know
at any time.
Yes. That he was better than Steph, because I don't even know if I was
the year he won MVP.
Actually, hell no, because KD was out there. He wasn't better than KD. No, the only year he maybe was the 13. The only year he maybe was the 5 quarters that KD was hurt.
All you doing is proving everything I ever said about the man.
How?
Wrap it up. So do what you do. I'm sorry, sweetie. Huh?
What?
What do you mean?
How you prove it?
That he ain't the guy.
I never seen the best player in the league. He close to it. I knew you would never find a time when say the best player in the league ever.
He ain't never been the guy. He ain't never been close to it.
What, best player in the league?
Because if he ain't better than LeBron, Steph, and KD, then you fourth. You ain't the best player. I think the highest I've had him was at like 4 or 5. I've never had him at 1, 2, or 3. And I'm a James Harden stan. I've never had him at 1, 2, or 3. I've always even had Kawhi better than him. Because Kawhi played better defense. Yeah. And I've put AD over there too. Yeah. But all right, we're about to get out of here. It's been Hoops and Brews Happy Hour. We'll get up with y'all next time. Make sure you go hit the like button, subscribe, like us, go patreon.com/HNB, subscribe, do your thing. It's been your boy TPJ. Pavy, go ahead and get your plug in.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at PavyWorld, PavyWorld, all one word, and Pavers.com. Go check that out.
Yes, and as always, make sure you hit subscribe on this channel. Go subscribe, youtube.com/Hoops and Brews as well. This will go up tomorrow on Hoops and Brews. That's 12 o'clock minus the errors that we had. Sorry about all the audio issues, guys. It's, you know what I mean? Like I said, it was the mixer. I haven't figured out now, so I won't have to deal with this for the next time. But yeah, we'll get up with y'all later. We appreciate it. Make sure you keep watching. Drop a like on this video before you hop off, and we'll get up with you all next time. Shout out to Mark Gasol for getting slim out here, and we'll get at y'all next time.